Why, hello, citizens of the world. We are coming to you from the burning Middle East, the Middle East that is on fire. I am your host, Anthony, coming to you from Lebanon, folks, the heart of Lebanon, in Zoom Kayil Bezironaf, to make it sound all that nice. Joined by my crew member, folks. Nour, senior crew member. How's it going, Nour? How's it going?
It's going well. I'm not ready for this episode.
This is not. Oh, we forgot.
We weren't supposed to do.
Hello, we'll fix this in a second. Tonight's episode, folks, was supposed to be a chill, fun little movie stream episode that we're now forced to talk about world news and war and Israel, surprise, surprise, bombing another country. And we're left wondering, obviously, our hearts are with the people of Iran, the Iranians, but also our secondary thoughts are, what does this mean for Lebanon? What is going to happen to Lebanon? Are we going to be dragged into another war right now? Are we about to get slapped in the face with another bunker buster? A future May Queen, welcome to the Do Not Warriors. Thank you for becoming a member.
How can we fix my head?
Oh, we got to move the camera either closer or farther.
Let me go. I wanted to do that.
Go fix it. Yeah, you're good. So welcome, everybody. We were supposed to do a fun movie edition of Do Not Worry where we rank Zionist celebrities, non-Zionist celebrities, like all of the pro-Palestine celebrities, the ones that have actually spoken out against Israel and for Palestine. We were preparing like an entire fun tier list that we're going to be doing either tomorrow or Sunday. Noor, when are you available to film?
Saturday.
So it might have to be tomorrow night, folks. It might have to be tomorrow night.
Yay.
Change of plans because of war. And just looking at our set, just looking at the set and all the things around me, all the colorful things, you know that this was meant to be a politics podcast, right? This was when I started this show, I was like, I'm going to talk about politics every day and cover wars. That's why, so, we're not qualified to do any of this. Was Chris Kunzler live today? Was Chris covering the war?
No, he's going to stop covering. He's going to stop live streaming until next week, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So we won't be clashing for a while.
That's our chance. That's our chance, folks, to take the market back from little old Chris. We love Chris, man. I wanted to watch Chris and see what he has to say about the war, because Chris, folks, is very smart. We love that man.
I'm a consistent Chris fan.
Yeah, he's great.
And viewer.
We try to tune in. I try to tune into his live streams whenever I can. Friend of the show, Chris. I love that we could say friend of the show, Chris Kunzler.
He did shout us out last time when I said hi.
Oh, again? Oh, that's good. He's the best. He's the best. So welcome, everyone. We have a few topics that we're going to talk about. I just want to cover a few things about the protests in LA, not necessarily the protests, and I'm sorry for calling them riots, folks. You guys were correcting us in the comments, like, why are you calling them riots? Listen, when I say riots, don't think that I'm saying it in a bad way, okay? I'm not that kind of guy. I've been in the streets. I've rioted, but let's call them what they are. They were protests. They weren't riots. And I know it's the police that are the instigators. It's ICE. It's all those motherfuckers. We ain't here arguing with y'all. So I guess I don't know. You know what I mean? But hey, if a protest has to turn into a riot, I'm all in, folks. Let's go. But anyways, we're gonna be talking. There's a couple of crazy things that happened. There's an American senator that got handcuffed for asking a question about the protests and stuff, and there's a crazy sheriff who's threatening to kill everyone. Anyways, before we get into that, and then we're gonna talk about Iran, Israel, and then we're gonna cover some Ethan Klein stuff. He has ended his lawsuit with Ryan Kavanaugh, and he has. Also, he was visited by Steiny and Bradley Martin, who actually called him out for his insane Hassan behavior and stuff. So that's fun. So we're going to get to that. Before we do that, folks, let me just take a second to remind you, lovely people, that if you'd like to support the channel, you could do so by becoming a patron. Becoming a patron is a great way to support the channel. It makes sure that we can keep the lights on. As you guys know, we're a small independent Lebanese YouTube channel, and I am soon to be unemployed. In the beginning of July, folks, let me thank some brand new patrons that actually joined our Patreon family. Elise Morero, Karen Goodwin, Vince Lasagna, Jennifer Sage, and Whoop Whoops, and blonde patron Unidentified Florida Man. Thank you so much for becoming patrons. You guys can also support us by becoming channel members, just like future May Queen just did earlier right now, and by sending in a super chat, just like Bob Vorn just did right now. Bob Vorn sent $5 and says, Falafel Fund, please keep these streams coming. Update on when the IRL stream will happen. Also, let me know next time you're in Michigan. I'll treat you right. Well, thank you so much, Bob Vorn. You will know next time I'm in Michigan. IRL stream probably not before next month, realistically. Okay, let me tell you guys something exciting. Let me get this Patreon banner off. But also, just to support us, you guys don't have to do any of that. You guys can simply like the video, become subscribers of the channel, leave comments, engage in the live chat. That's more than enough. We appreciate you guys so much for being here and for supporting us. Already 225 of you guys in the live chat with us. Folks, I am building a brand new PC. I have decided. I've been debating. Thank you. As you guys know, this podcast has been running on a 4-year-old, almost 5-year-old M1 MacBook Air. Now, God bless this MacBook Air, to be honest with you. I started this podcast with this MacBook Air. I've been editing. I edited it for like a year and a half on this podcast by myself. It's been doing me good, you know what I mean? But like I've noticed that, and you guys may have noticed, sometimes it overheats, and it's getting pretty warm right now. And like when I have all these tabs open and I have all this software open, multiple cameras plugged into this thing, docks, just a whole bunch of attachments, it is time for an upgrade. So I was debating whether like do I get a MacBook Pro?
No.
Do I get an iMac? I considered getting an iMac, but like you're limited with how many displays you can plug into those things, and unless you end up paying a lot of money for a MacBook or like an Apple desktop. Whoa. Maki's going crazy, almost dropped a lamp. Some of the lighting. So we have decided to build a PC. We tried to order it today, but there's like some of the parts that they're not sure they have. Let me share with you guys some of the details, some of the costs of this laptop, and a lot of your donations today are going to be going, and your donations for this entire month, not going to lie, are going to be going to pay for this laptop, folks, because Daddy's got a live stream full time now. It's my job, so I need the right tools to do it. And if I'm going to do it consistently with something that is not going to risk exploding.
Yeah, I've been demanding a few upgrades for the live streams.
I know, and we're going to fix the audio. I promise, folks, to everyone asking for the audio to get better, we're going to fix it.
He has the thing with the buttons where you can switch scenes. You haven't set up.
I haven't set it up yet. I have a Stream Deck, folks. I have a Stream Deck, but I'm gonna wait just for once the computer is set up. I'm just gonna set up the Stream Deck. We're gonna be good to go. Don't worry, Nour. I promise. This is gonna be a smooth operation. This is gonna be the smoothest of operations. Here is what the laptop is gonna cost, folks. The computer. Sorry, we're building a pretty badass PC. Now this is Elijah's work. Okay, Elijah has chosen all these components. If you have any complaints or recommendations, throw them in the live chat in the comments so he can see them. And you got all the prices here. It's going to cost a total of around $1,700. Now, I'm not getting 3 displays anymore. I'm getting 2, and I'm going to have a TV, so all of that. But, like, we're getting, folks, an Intel Core i5 14,400. I'm sorry, 14th. I don't know shit about computers, folks. 14th generation. We're getting an RTX 5060. Most importantly, folks, we're getting 32 gigs of RAM. Okay, 32 gigs of RAM. This thing is going to be a beast. It's going to be handling all them apps fucking easily, folks, with ease. I'm going to be able to play games on here, folks. I'm going to be able to play video games. I'm not just going to have to, I was going to plug in my PlayStation 5 so you guys can see this. We're going to be playing some actual Steam games. I mean, maybe, okay? It's not a promise, but I'll have the computer to do it, okay? And I just want to show you guys also, like, some monitors and stuff. But most importantly, let me show you. We're trying to get this, like, case, the case for the computer, but it might be a bit too small for the motherboard. So if we can't get a good motherboard to fit...
Mike is insane.
Mike is crazy, I know. Look at this. This is a small, like, compact size case. Now, it's not going to have the liquid cooling on the inside with the tubes, but, I mean, it's going to look fucking badass, folks, okay? I want a pretty little fucking thing. I want it to be colorful. I want it to be nice. I want it to be powerful so that it could power this stream for the next 10 years, folks. Don't you want to grow old with me? Don't you want to see me turn 40 on live on stream? I'll be 45. What a happy existence. So anyways, folks, we appreciate you. We appreciate everybody.
Guys, he uses Safari for...
Yeah, what's wrong with Safari?
For everything.
I like Safari.
What's wrong with Safari? Okay.
I'm like a boomer.
You can get the extensions, masalan, for the sound.
So people are saying upgrade to i7. Elijah told me i7 is a bit expensive. It's telling me it's a bit, and also this case might not work with a motherboard. We're trying to get a smaller motherboard, but it has less ports, and I need a lot of ports, folks. Streaming requires a lot of ports. That's what I've noticed. And wouldn't it be nice to add a third camera at some point? Add a third camera, have a third crew member with us. So that's something that I want to do. We just need space for them to sit, like a little table. I have an extra microphone. We could figure it out, folks. We could figure it out. Together, we will grow this podcast, this stream. Anyways, that's what's in the works, okay? Daddy's getting a computer. Some of you guys are already sending in. I'm seeing some super chats. Nour, can you catch us up with the super chats before we get into it?
Sure.
Thank you guys so much.
I just want to tell you that chat is upset you're using Safari.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, guys.
It's the Everyone knows it's the less.
I should be using Chrome, right?
I would say Firefox is the superior browser.
I used to use.
It's the fastest and it's like the smallest in size and it's the most customizable. You can get uBlock Origin on it.
Oh, look! Once I get a PC, I'm not gonna have any choice. There's no Safari on PC, so I'm gonna have to use Chrome or Firefox. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna try to set if I can get it maybe by next week, middle of next week, folks. I'm gonna be set up with a brand new PC. I hope we can get it to work in that box. North Star Radio in the chat saying, long live Iran. Oh, I wanted to start the episode with the Iranian national anthem. Let's do that, actually. I hope we don't get copyrighted for this, but let's play the Iranian national anthem real quick, just to support our people in Iran. And obviously, so that I don't get into the U.S. next time I try to go. Nour is obviously never going to get a visa. That's over.
Chat is saying, listen to me about the browsers.
Oh, sorry. I think, is it just my computer that is freezing?
Let me see.
Oh, there's some choppiness. It might be because I have 1,000 tabs open over there. I think it's okay now. Ooh, it's choppy. Oh, it's very choppy. Right? Oh yeah, it's choppy.
Do you wanna close some tabs? Oh, that's hard.
I think I have to, right?
I think just open my Twitter DMs and open as you go.
But that's what I had done, but I had opened all of them at once.
Don't open all of them.
But now it's going to take very long to open them. All right, yeah,
just keep my DM open.
Okay. Just have to open each tab, you know what I mean? I have to open a brand new tab. Can you read some of the super chats that have come in?
Yeah.
In the meantime?
And I just want to tell chat that was surprised that I know this. I'm very tech savvy and I'm a graphic designer, so I use a lot of this stuff in my everyday life.
Seems like it's better now.
Okay. File. It says, here's some cash for your new journey. Also, Nour, we've missed you. I've missed you too. I'm happy to be here. Free Palestine and wear them kitties. Kitties be going crazy. Johnny Fandango sends $10 and says, I'm in the soon-to-be unemployed too. Worked for 10 years here and they just canned their entire IT department. Lol, 200 plus people. Good times.
Damn.
Put this to word that killer new rig.
That's
Cheers,
crazy.
guys.
Yeah, we're freezing a lot though. Looking at this, again, if I think the audio is still working fine, but like
I can't see chat now, so I don't know what they're saying.
The camera's freezing. I'm trying to see. I had too many. This is why we need a new computer, folks. I had too many tabs open and it overheated the shit out of the computer. I think it's fine now. Dizzle McFizzle, thank you so much for the $10. Johnny Fandango, thank you so much for the $10. We appreciate you guys and we love you.
Nagtulatul sends $2 and says this is the laptop fund.
Yay, hell yeah.
Marina Anonymous sends $5 and says PC fund. Also, I would listen to Elijah too. He's an expert and we're looking really cute today. Thank you. Eve sends $5 and says, full support Anthony on becoming a full-time YouTuber. It always suited you. Been here from the start. Please keep some Lebanese cringe alive too.
Let's go. Hell yeah. No,
I don't want to do that.
There's always going to be some Lebanese stuff. We can't not talk about Lebanon.
I'm just over the Lebanese TikTokers. But I'm down for Lebanese news and like IRL streams. Thomas Jerome Newton says, Vancouver and Quebec aren't boring, maybe. Yellowknife. I don't get that.
Vancouver and Quebec aren't boring?
Maybe Yellowknife. That's the super chat.
I'm sure they're fun. Quebec can be fun for sure. Okay, so here we go. Is it freezing? I think it's looking better. Okay. Thank you so much, brother. Thomas New and Jerome, thank you so much. And Dizzle, thank you. Eve, thank you so much. Marina, as always, thank you so much. And Exalto, thank you so much. You guys are the best. You guys making sure we can be out here doing what we want to do, hanging out with you guys. Okay, let's start with the first video. Sorry, folks, for the technical difficulties. Again, this is why we need a computer. That's it. This is the last time. Hopefully, maybe 2-3 more streams on this MacBook Air, and then on to better things. This is a U.S. senator, folks. Senator Padilla was like trying to ask a question to at Secretary Noem's press conference in Los Angeles. He was trying to talk about the protests, I'm guessing, trying to complain about like Trump sending in like the military and militarizing the National Guard or whatever. And this is what happened. This is crazy. Like what is happening in the United States right now, folks, under Trump is kind of insane.
Guys, ready? And bell. Sir, hands up. I'm Senator Alex Padilla. I have questions for the secretary, because the fact of the matter is I have a dozen violent criminals that you're rotating on your
Okay, first of all, look at how they're manhandling a fucking senator. He's just trying to ask a question. He's just literally trying to ask a question. And
Senator Alex Padilla, I have questions for the secretary, because the fact of the matter is I have a dozen violent criminals.
They're treating him like some drunk dude trying to get back into a bar, like a belligerent drunk guy trying to walk into a bar after he's been kicked out and he's trying to talk to his like girlfriend who doesn't want to talk to him. That's how they're treating this fucking U.S. senator, bro, an elected official. And I saw like a tweet that was like, if this is how they treat a U.S. senator, imagine how they're going to treat you, a regular powerless American.
That you're rotating on your
I also want to
hands off.
how many of our ICE agents have been docked.
Is this not fascism right there?
On the ground. Hands behind your back.
Bro, they're fucking handcuffing him, bro.
What's happening?
And I don't mean to say like, look, this is like kind of like it's like a third world country. I don't like to refer to countries as third world or any kind of world, but like this is something you'd see fucking happening in like maybe not in Lebanon because politicians here are like fucking gods, bro. No one dares touch them. But like, where do you see a politician getting fucking handcuffed unless it's like a fucking police state or some fucking shit? Like, you know what I mean? I haven't seen that in a long time. Like this doesn't even happen here because politicians in Lebanon, like, are like corrupt as fuck. Like they bribe like police officers work for the police essentially.
They're untouchable.
Yeah, for politicians. Yeah, they're pretty much untouchable. If we try to approach a politician just to ask him a questions, we're the ones who get arrested and smacked around. So that's how that works. But that's pretty insane.
Hands behind your back.
If you let my hands go, I put behind my back.
All right. Cool. One hand. Lay flat. Lay flat.
He's not even like resisting. He's not even doing anything, bro. Like he's not even a threat. He's not a threat to anyone. Aren't you supposed to like handcuff someone if A, they're under arrest, like they broke the law and you need to take them in, or if they're a threat to the cops or to people around them? What is this? If there are any police officers, ex-police, police, I don't think any cops watch us. Any ex-cops, anyone who's familiar with like the law, is this in any way, shape, or form justified?
Other hand, sir. Other hand.
There's no recording allowed out here.
How fucked up is this, bro?
I do not know. There's no recording allowed out here per FBI rights.
Oh, no recording allowed.
There's no recording allowed out here. That's my boss. I have to There's no recording allowed out here. You can record. There's no recording allowed out here.
There's no recording allowed.
There's no recording allowed. I understand that, sir, but
I understand. That dude, that's fucking crazy. Now, if that wasn't crazy enough, this fucking guy. So this Florida sheriff, the sheriff in Florida, is saying that he's ready to kill American protesters if they get in his way. This is fucking insane, bro. This is nuts, man. Like this is obviously fucked up and dangerous, but it's
and
also
if somebody
kind of
wants to know what I mean by turn violent, so I'm gonna.
Wait, what? Okay, here. Come on.
So I'm gonna break it down for you. All right. And if somebody wants to know what I mean by turn violent, all right, this is what I mean. If you resist lawful orders, you're going to jail. Let me be very clear about that. If you block an intersection or a roadway in Brevard County, you are going to jail. If you flee arrest, you're going to go to jail tired because we are going to run you down and put you in jail.
Motherfucker, you're not running after anybody. Who are you running after? Look at these cops. Look at this guy. You think this guy's running after somebody? This dude right here is like 2 weeks away from a heart attack or a stroke. Okay, poor man needs to retire. This guy's not running after anyone. This guy, let's be real, also isn't running after. He's not as old as those guys. He's not as rotund, but he also doesn't look like someone who can handle a little jog.
If you try to mob rule a car in Brevard County, gathering around it, refusing to let the driver leave, in our county, you're most likely going to get run over.
Ooh, there we go. That's FUD. You guys want to surround a car? Well, you're going to get run over. You're going to get killed, and we're going to let it happen. We are going to let it happen.
And dragged across the street.
Nice. That's a nice visual.
If you're going to get run over and dragged across the street. If you spit on us, you're going to the hospital and in jail.
If you spit on us, you're going to go to the hospital. Now, so the response, according to a cop, to this Florida cop, is if you spit on a cop, the appropriate response is for them to beat you so hard that you're going to end up in a hospital with broken bones, a bloody lip, bloody something, and you're going to end up in the hospital for spitting on a cop. This is what we call disproportionate response. Israel knows a little something about disproportionate responses. Am I right?
If you hit one of us, you're going to the hospital and jail, and most likely get bitten by one of our big, beautiful dogs that we have here.
Okay, if you strike a cop, if you hit a cop, I mean, I understand maybe ending up in a hospital, but I mean, again, the appropriate response would be to, like, subdue the perpetrator, you know what I mean? Handcuff him and then put him in a car. Not to beat the living fuck out of them and then send a dog like Mr. Burns from The Simpsons. Smithers, unleash the hounds. That's not what we're doing here, okay? So we're not unleashing the hounds. What are we doing, bro?
If you throw a brick, a firebomb, or point a gun at one of our deputies, we will be notifying your family where to collect your remains at, because we will kill you graveyard dead. We're not going to play. This has got to stop.
The sheriff is not playing.
Yeah, because we will kill you graveyard dead. You're going to be graveyard dead, not any kind of dead.
Graveyard dead.
Yeehaw! Graveyard dead, yo! Okay, so again, now, okay, to be fair, if you point a gun, if you're pointing a gun at a cop, expect to be shot. Now, the way, he doesn't have to be so gleeful about it when he says it. He seems excited to pull the trigger. He seems very trigger happy, but like obviously pointing a gun at a police officer, and that is the one case where he's kind of justified in saying that they need to respond in kind. You know what I mean? If you're going to point a gun, I get it. But like spitting on a cop is going to land you in a hospital, bro?
We will be notifying your family where to collect your remains at.
Oh, sorry.
Because we will kill. If you throw a brick, a firebomb, or point a gun at one of our deputies.
Like a brick? I mean, okay, I guess a brick. Bricks can be pretty fucked up, but like, are you going to kill someone for throwing a brick? That seems kind of excessive. I think the only time a cop should shoot someone is if they're like it's close range and they have a knife, or they're like pointing a gun at him. Okay, maybe a firebomb or something like a Molotov cocktail. I don't know, bro, but like, this is kind of fucking crazy to me. It's like the Wild West. Fucking local sheriff threatening the fucking gang, local gang.
We will be notifying your family where to collect your remains at, because we will kill you graveyard dead.
Graveyard dead.
Graveyard.
This has got to stop. You're watching what's taking place out there. You're seeing police officers that are being attacked, being spit on, being put in harm's way just for doing their jobs. You're seeing ICE agents that are being targeted for doing their jobs.
Oh, the poor ICE agents. Well, no one think of the poor ICE agents just doing their job. They're 420 live viewers. The ICE agents are there just doing their jobs, just dividing families. First of all, I mean, okay, I get it. A job's a job, and some people like have to do shitty jobs to pay the bills. But like, if you choose to be an ICE agent, if you apply to be an ICE agent and like separate families, you're kind of a piece of shit. I'm sorry, bro. Like the people that apply to the ICE association are most likely kind of pieces of shit. You know what I mean? It's not a job you just fall into because you're desperate. You know what I mean? So I'm not really going to give him the benefit of that. And he's like, and these poor cops are being attacked for doing their jobs. Most cops are the ones who are agitators. It's the cops that are the provocateurs in these protests. I've been to tons of protests, bro. It's usually the cops that are trigger happy. They're the ones that are happy to start throwing gas canisters. They're the ones that are more than happy to start using these fucking rubber bullets and shooting them at people. I have been to more protests than I can fucking count, okay? I'll be honest with you guys. And in every country, that is something that is common in these sorts of cops, like protest police. What do you call them again?
I don't know.
Like fucking... all of those fucking armed guards that are in protest, they're always the agitators. They're the ones who are more... Okay, can imagine having all this equipment and never getting to use it. Just put yourself in... This might sound stupid, but like, imagine being a kid, okay, and your parents buy you like all of this gear, and they get you these batons, and they get you these fucking like BB guns and shit, and you never get to use them. You're waiting for an opportunity to use them. You know what I mean? Like, these cops are fucking loaded with all this gear, all this equipment. They're living their real-life Call of Duty fantasy, and then all of a sudden, they're faced with an ocean of potential targets targets that they can just fucking smack and whack, and they can get away with it for just those 2-3 days where there's protests. They know that they can shoot those fucking toys that they've been given by the government, ungodly budgets, billions of dollars worth of budgets, that hand them these fucking toys. Yeah, riot police. This fucking riot police are just excited to bash some fucking heads. They got, and as soon, and look, I've been to a protest. I've worn like a Batman costume, okay? I have a full-on like bat suit. I have like a replica of the Christian Bale Batman cowl from Batman Begins.
I remember that.
I've walked around in a protest, folks, in a full Batman suit, okay? And once you put one of those things on, and like, it's not a legit bat suit, like most of it is like handmade. I have like a motocross armor as like the body of the suit. But like as soon as you put that armor on, you feel kind of like a badass. You feel like, fuck yeah, bro. Like someone fucking try to fight me. I can take you down. I'm fucking protected. So these fucking dudes who love violence and who are happy to be handed like batons and shit, but they're just fucking trigger happy. So
yeah, it also definitely plays on some kind of power complex that they have, because like I don't want to say it. I think it's fucked up. I'm not gonna say it.
No, say it.
No.
It is a crazy power complex.
I don't want to be cancelled.
And like, have you got like, what is it called? The Stanford prison experiment?
Prison. I totally believe like
yeah,
that's
like,
the case.
If it was just like they gave these people an ounce of power within 12 hours of pretending to be prison guards. They started to beat the living shit out of the guards and like of the prisoners and not giving them food. So imagine being like a real life riot cop, bro. They're just waiting to fucking kill someone, dude. Like we watched footage 2 days ago of that fucking dude. I'll try to find the tweet again of his face, but like, yeah, these people are fucking nuts is what we're trying to say.
And you're seeing obstructionists that are doing all of this, standing in the way of law and order.
Standing in the way of law and order. Hell yeah. Law and order, folks. Here, so that's it for the I hope everyone is safe. Are the protests, let us know if the protests are still taking place.
This is what I mean.
This is what happens
If
when
you
no one
resist
becomes a
lawful orders,
sheriff with
you're going
a
to jail.
power complex and starts to exert it on other people.
I know. Okay, we're going to try to get to some of the Iran stuff. Now, I had a bunch of tabs open. They're no longer open, folks. So it's just going to take me... can you catch up on the super chats, please, while I start setting some of this up? I had some good YouTube videos open.
Super Guy Bob sends $2 and says, cops are like Israel, aggressors playing victim. True. Thomas Jerome Newton says, Hassan Abi Charter has accused him of corruption that got his deputy brother murdered by another cop. What? Do you know about that?
Who?
Hassan Abi Charter has accused him of corruption that got his deputy brother murdered by another cop.
That might be that cop, that fat cop. Maybe they're talking about that guy.
Mujika sends $5 and says, I've recently been listening to System of a Down and Serge Tankian again. Do you guys like them? I didn't realize that Serge grew up in Lebanon.
Hell
we
yeah.
love them, like top 5 favorite bands for me.
We love System of a Down, and yeah, they have a special place in every Lebanese person's heart because like they're Armenian, and we have a huge Armenian community in Lebanon. We love our Armenian community. 2 of them were like born in Burj Hamoud, like not too far from here. So yeah, no, we love System of a Down. And I hope they love Lebanon. I hope they have fond memories of Lebanon if they were asked about it.
He doesn't really talk about it much. I think he's more outspoken about his Armenian heritage and because of the Armenian genocides, and he believes that it's not spoken of as much.
It does deserve more of their attention, to be fair. I'm just trying to reopen some of the videos that I had prepped for you guys earlier.
Shoki member for 2 months says, everything Anthony says about the cops desperate to batter people, I've been there. We've been there.
Hell yeah. And by the thank you everybody who's sending in super chats and supporting us and helping out with the PC.
Thomas Jerome Newton says, stop deporting abuelitas, you won't have a revolt.
Okay, I got a couple of...
Where did I reach? Thomas Jerome Newton also says Hispanic cop behind him, Ar, which means shame in Arabic. CH says Anthony موفق على يوتيوبر full time هذا support صغير مني بعرف بدك تكسرني.
Moments ago,
Like,
Israel launched
Operation Lion's Mane, whatever the fuck it's called, sorry.
Noxolotl says most cops would be okay with this behavior.
I know. Oh, I think we're freezing again.
Oh fuck.
We freezing. Sorry, folks. Apologies for the technical difficulties. I'm not sure what's happening. It might be the laptop. It might be the internet. I think it's the computer. Keep going. I think the audio should still be fine, right?
I'll keep going.
There's still more?
Yeah, there's there's a lot more. Dizzle McFizzle says, don't play the Iran anthem. Israel rigged your PC.
We're completely frozen though right now.
Oh, fuck.
But the audio's fine.
Okay.
But we're like super frozen.
Okay, at least I don't have an ugly face.
Okay,
It's
here's
not
what I'm gonna do.
frozen
I'm gonna
on
close
an
Twitter.
ugly face.
I think Twitter might be a problem. I'm gonna close Twitter.
It's working a bit now.
Here's
Madness Arcade says, can you play Win again? You didn't notice the best bar.
We will try. I think
BRB
I got a
bar.
copyright thing for playing it last time, so I'm gonna try to avoid playing any music this time.
Yeah, also I saw your message on Discord mentioning that, so I can share it maybe.
Okay, I closed the YouTube live thing, so it might help a little bit.
It's working well now.
Sorry, folks, for the technical difficulties. Okay, let's get into some Iran stuff. Again, folks, new PC is coming. New PC is coming next week. So hopefully it will help with all of the overheating and stuff.
Antler says, hope life in Lebanon is going well. Super Guy Bob says, the US has been fascist for decades. It's just become more and more blatant since Trump term 1.
Who said that?
Super Guy Bob.
Super Guy Bob. Thank you so much, Super Guy Bob. Okay, back to, let's get into some of the Iran stuff. Could you, trying to see how you can help you with these tweets.
Let me try.
Do you have an HDMI port in your lab? But we can't do that.
I do, but
Yeah, but if I switch to you.
it won't be on, like I don't have OBS.
Yeah, it's not gonna work. Okay, folks, let's get.
Nuclear
Haley
program.
asked
Its main uranium.
Haley's asking if you have a PO box yet.
Not yet. Could you do the PO box? I can't do it. I don't have the time.
You're gonna be unemployed. You're
I-
gonna have the time. I don't have the time.
Not yet, folks. Not yet. This is what I can't do it on my own.
And Liban Post is closer to you than it is to me.
Yeah, but I have to walk there and I can't. Let's get. We gotta get to the videos, folks. Haley, thank you so much for the support. Thank you, everybody. We love you so much. Haley, our queen, folks. Let's try to watch some videos here. The video seems. Anytime I open Twitter, it's like exploding.
Iran's a nuclear program. Its main uranium enrichment facility, Natanz, on fire. In the Iranian capital, the homes of those possibly involved in the country's nuclear program destroyed. Israel has hit targets, infrastructure and individuals across Iran.
We struck at the heart of Iran's nuclear enrichment program.
Bastard.
We struck at the heart of Iran's nuclear weaponization program. We targeted Iran's main enrichment facility in Natanz. We targeted Iran's leading nuclear scientists working on the Iranian bomb. We also struck at the heart of Iran's ballistic missile program.
Among the targets, the chief of Iran's Revolutionary Guard, Hossein Salami, has been killed, according to Iranian state television, and the unit's headquarters in Tehran hit. The Israeli strikes also killed at least 2 nuclear scientists, Fereydun Abbasi and Mohammad Mehdi Tehransi.
So as you can see, so they killed nuclear scientists, which they try to make it seem like they're terrorists. They're literally fucking scientists. They're science nerds, folks. That every country's got nuclear scientists. And look how they killed them. So these are what you call precision strikes. They literally strike on the top of the building, and then it goes down multiple floors, however many floors it needs to go through to kill. I'm guessing he lived on this apartment. You know what I mean? But hey, if you live on top of this guy, if you're just an innocent person, if this is the 5th floor, okay, and if you so happen to live on the 6th floor and the 7th floor and the 8th floor, you're fucked. You and your family are fucking dead because you so happen to share a building with a nuclear scientist who works for the Iranian government. And they're just gonna fucking murder the living shit out of you. Isn't that fucked? Like, these are war crimes, bro. There's like multiple children that are dead, just innocent civilians. Now, they're being led to be fair, I guess, in such a fucked up world. I guess they're being more targeted than they are in Gaza. Like, they're kind of trying to show some restraint. Like, you know what I mean? If this were Gaza, they would have just blown the whole building up, like they do in Lebanon, like they did in Dahya for taking out Nasrallah. They took out a whole fucking neighborhood. They took out a whole fucking block. Here they're trying to be precise, but even in their precision strikes, okay, and as much as as hard as they try to sell them as precision strikes, keep in mind, their bomb still has to go through however many fucking floors of people that live above and the people that live underneath there. It's not like they fucking dodged the bullet. Look at them, they're fucked too.
Yeah, it's their propaganda to say that they're precision striking.
Yeah.
It's no such thing. They're striking like buildings in the middle of the day in crowded areas. There's no such thing as a precise strike.
And this is all being called a preemptive strike against Iran. A preemptive strike. Like, again, this is how important language can be, and how just the media can manipulate whatever the fuck they want. They can manufacture consent for whatever war they want. They've convinced the world that Iran is ready to strike, and they're developing nuclear weapons. We're gonna look at a lot of the tweets in a second, but like, you know what I mean? They've primed the world to be okay with this. Israel is clearly the aggressor. They're the ones that have been horny to attack Iran. They want to start a war. They've been wanting to start a war with Iran for fucking years and decades. And now here they are, they're doing it. They're starting a war, and yet it's promoted as self-defense. They are preemptively striking in self-defense because they know that Iran is a threat, etc., all that bullshit. It's insane.
Israel's broadcasting authority says they targeted 10 scientists. Several children...
Oh yeah, by the way, guys, we have new stickers in the chat.
Yeah, I wanted to say.
We have Maki and Nata, Ethan's basement, folks. The man, the myth, the legend, Ethan's basement sent us adorable Maki and Nata stickers that all members can now use. I want to see some Nata and Maki spammed in the chat, folks, as we cover this horrific bombing campaign against Iran. I want to see some Natas and Makis in the chat, folks. Let's go.
Also been killed, according to Iranian television. Iran's supreme leader says his country will retaliate.
The Zionist regime opened its dirty and bloody hand to commit a crime in our beloved country and revealed its evil nature by striking residential centers more than ever before. With this crime, the Zionist regime prepared a bitter and painful fate for itself and will definitely receive it.
In Jerusalem, sirens wailed as it
Reports that Iran just hit Tel Aviv. Nour, can you double check that?
started its attacks on Iran. While in the main city, Tel Aviv, residents started stocking up in anticipation of Iran's response. The US government says it isn't involved in Israel's strikes.
Tonight, Israel took unilateral action against Iran. We are not involved in strikes against Iran, and our top
Veronica from Israel says some bombs just exploded near our house. Breaking news, folks.
Oh, shit.
Bombs hit Tel Aviv. Veronica says some bombs just exploded near our house and it shook. What a shitty life we all live. I'm sorry you go through this so often. It's so scary.
Yeah, should I send you? I have a link of the Tel Aviv skyline.
Let me try to find a live feed on YouTube. Veronica, we're so sorry. See, the last time I was watching footage of Israelis getting bombed in Israel, I got in trouble for it.
That goes very well.
But you know, now that we know Veronica's there and we don't want nothing to happen to our girl Veronica, you know, it's kind of fucked up. But Iran has a right to respond. Iran has every right to respond, which is an unfortunate thing to have to say. But Veronica, we hope you're safe. I'm sorry, we know the feeling all too well of houses shaking and being in a dangerous place. Let me try to see Tel Aviv News Live. Breaking news, folks. Breaking news. Associated Press, I have found a live stream. So this is the Tel Aviv skyline right now. You guys can see there is some smoke in the sky. Damn, that looks like a big blast. So I'm guessing some of the... I was going to say, like, Iran's retaliation has been mostly ineffective. It's been very ineffective. They sent, like, 200 drones. I don't think that any had gone through. But North Star Radio says, release the filter. Say what you want to say. Well, North Star Radio, I think you guys know what I want to say. You guys know what I want to say. I gotta... Someone at YouTube told me that I could... Like, I don't want to risk getting demonetized. Let's just put it that way. But let's say... also, we want nothing to happen to Veronica. But look, Israel at this point, they striked first. They deserve whatever's coming to them. Let's put it that way, okay? It's at this point, it's fair game. But unfortunately, Israel outclasses Iran in terms of weapons and shit in every single way. They have the most powerful ally in the world, which is the United States of America. There is no way Iran could realistically win this war. You know what I mean? So. And Israel has unfortunately been successful at kind of dismantling Hezbollah over the last year. You know, they've played the long game. They've been able to dismantle their strongest proxy. So I think Hezbollah, and we were going to talk about, like, how does this affect Lebanon? I think Hezbollah has announced that they're not going to interfere And this is one of the biggest fears in Lebanon. Like, how does this affect Lebanon? How does this affect us? Don't Fed post. What does that mean? How does this affect Lebanon? I think Hezbollah has said that they're not going to participate, and I don't even know if they're able, because
I don't know.
they're not going to be as effective as they once were, because Israel, as much as I hate to admit it, you know, between their beeper attack, which was a horrific terror attack, literally, that mangled and injured tons of children and innocent people. Little kids were picking up their parents' beepers and running to them to give them their beeper, and then they blew up in their faces. They went fucking blind. Rania Al-Khala is working on a documentary series that I hope that we can react to someday and watch about these kids and what happened to them, victims of that attack. And also just the campaign in Lebanon, in Beirut. They bombed the living shit out of Dahya. They bombed the living shit out of the south.
They've really killed a lot of people. They've been killing people.
They killed a whole lot of people. They killed a whole lot of the majority of Hezbollah leadership. A lot of them have been replaced, but by, I mean, probably less experienced people. Their strongest proxy is now very ineffective. They've also been fucking genociding Hamas and Gaza and the civilians in Gaza and Palestine. So they're ineffective. They can't help right now. They've been able to isolate Iran, and I don't know whether Iran hasn't taken the Israeli threat seriously, whether they were just bluffing this whole time about their capabilities and their underground mass storage of drones and shit. But, like, you know, I don't know, man. Nour, are there some super chats we need to catch up with while I try to find another stream?
I lost connection. I'm trying to reconnect, so I just need a minute.
If you want to try to connect to my 4G.
I just recharged mine, so I'm gonna connect to it. That's why I was on my phone. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be rude.
Hopefully y'all are doing good. Here, we can go back to the Al Jazeera thing real quick.
Okay, I think I'm good. Connect.
Is protecting American forces.
Okay, I'm connected.
Israel advised us that they believe this action was necessary for self-defense. President Trump and the administration have taken all necessary steps to protect our forces and remain in close contact with our regional partners. Let me be clear. Iran should not target U.S. interests or personnel.
US intelligence sources quoted by the Reuters news agency say that recent intelligence assessments that Iran is not building a nuclear weapon had not changed, nor was there any indication that Khamenei had authorized the restarting of Iran's nuclear program. Even so, the US knew Israel was preparing to strike Iran's nuclear facilities. Benjamin Netanyahu says the operation will continue for as many days as it takes to remove this threat. Bernard Smith, Al Jazeera.
Super chats?
There was one.
Super chat.
Mr. Nemo sends $2 and says Israel is getting too big for its breeches. Breeches?
It is.
Bitches? What do you?
Breeches, underwear, I think. Or is that
but
briefs?
it's maktube breeches. Breeches is written differently, but I don't know if breeches is a word. Or bitches.
At Madness Arcade, by the way, I checked out your Discord, some of your Discord messages. That video game looks crazy, of like surviving the Nakba. And if I do get, once I get that PC and if I get Steam, I'm going to try to play that game. That looks insane. Thank you so much for the recommendation. Sorry, keep going.
That was it.
No, there's a whole bunch.
I read them.
Under Jmeil, this kind of shenanigans happen under the Jmeils.
Did I
by
miss
Thomas
some?
Jerome. There's a whole bunch. There's a $20 one by Razor. Thank you so much, Razor.
Oh my god, wait.
Keep scrolling. I'm trying to see if there's like a news report or someone talking.
Okay, I read all of these.
Smoke rise to the sky after an explosion. Okay, but that's not possible. But just say that.
Here, let me try to see. Tell me if you heard these. Mr. Nemo, Israel's getting big for bitches. Yep. Veronica's song. Some bomb just exploded near our house.
You read
yep.
that one.
Raziar, $20. Let's go. PC
Okay,
fun. Let's go PC.
I didn't read that one.
Thank you so much, Choki. 2 pounds, a bit skint. Good to be here. Thank you, Thomas Newton. Jerome, stop deporting abuelas and you won't have a revolt.
Yeah, I read those.
Oh, you read those? Okay. Mujika, recently been listening to System of Down. Oh, yeah. There we go.
Yep.
Thank you guys so much. Everyone's
and Haley sent 10 members just now.
10 members. W's in the chat for Haley D, folks. W's in the chat for Haley D.
Haley is our new mod as well.
Oh, Thank you. Yeah.
Makes sense.
She needs to be a mod, of course, of course. Why did it take us so long?
Like you have the power to do whatever you want, Haley. The chat,
Go for it.
Chat is yours. You've made everyone members, so might as well.
500 of you guys hanging out with us. Thank you so much. So Tel Aviv just got hit. Again, what is the response going to be now from Israel? What are they going to do to Iran? How many more kids are they going to kill? How many more scientists are they going to take out? And like, why can Israel have nuclear weapons but Iran can't? Why can Israel, like, can you imagine a country as insane, as ravageous, as, like, what words, you know what I mean? Murderous, unhinged as Israel. They have access to nuclear weapons. How fucking terrifying is that? How fucking terrifying is that, folks? The scariest, most unhinged fucking country in the world, an ethno-state, an apartheid ethno-state, has access to nuclear weapons. That is insane. I'm scared to open Twitter, man. There's so much of this episode that relies on Twitter, and I'm scared to open Twitter. Let's watch Benjamin Netanyahu justify this attack. What's he saying? Obviously, this is going to be in Farsi, because this video, he's trying to reach... This is either going to be in Hebrew or in Farsi, because he's trying to either speak to the people of Israel, you know what I mean, in Hebrew, or to the people of Iran in Farsi. So what language is Benjamin Netanyahu going to use? Let me say...
I wonder.
I think Farsi. He's going to have some Farsi translation so that people in Iran can understand. Let's see.
Moments ago, Israel launched Operation Rising Lion.
Rising Lion, Benjamin, Bibi, as the Israelis like to tenderly nickname this mass murderer and Ethan and Ela Klein. Bibi, oh Bibi, we voted for Bibi. He didn't vote for Bibi. He voted against Bibi Netanyahu. Sorry guys, the Kermit has to go. Why are you speaking in English, dog? Who's this for? You know what I mean? Iranians speak Farsi. Why don't you get like a Farsi speaker, some kind of translator? Why are you speaking in English? Operation Rising Lion. He wants to be an American so badly, folks. And isn't he an American citizen? Wasn't he born in like Pittsburgh or something? Philadelphia or Pennsylvania?
I googled that.
And his real name is like Lewowski or Pachowski. Something like that, bro. He's such a self-hating person.
I'll Google it.
He wants to be an American citizen. Just move to Philadelphia, bro. Move back to Philadelphia. Go to an Eagles game. Live out your fucking dreams. Support the troops. Put a I love the troops bumper sticker on the back of your car. Go buy some fucking Coors Light. Be an American. Buy some Leinenkugel beers, whatever the fuck they're called. Buy a Sailor Moon, a 6-pack of Sailor Moons. Order some Grubhub.
Military operation to roll back.
So he's from Philly. His name is Milkowski. Nour, the chat.
I can't find it.
Israel's very.
ChatGPT maybe can help.
I'm not gonna use ChatGPT. I'm so sorry.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm never using that.
Then the chat is gonna be my search. Chat, we need more help.
Bible. This operation will continue.
He wasn't born in Philadelphia. He was born in
Poland.
No, he was born in Tel Aviv, and he grew up there, and in the U.S. But he was born in Tel Aviv.
Oh, so he was. Oh, so he's a native Israeli.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Oh, this thing's not charged. Let's keep watching this.
Threat. For decades, the tyrants of Tehran have brazenly, openly called for Israel's destruction. They genocidal rhetoric with a program to develop nuclear weapons. In recent years, Iran has produced enough highly enriched uranium for 9 atom bombs. 9. In recent months, Iran has taken steps that it has never taken before. Steps to weaponize this enriched uranium. And if not stopped, Iran could produce a nuclear weapon in a very short time. It could be a year, it could be within a few months, less than a year.
They've been saying this for fucking years, but I have so many tweets open of that stuff.
This is a clear and present danger to Israel's very survival.
Of course.
80 years ago, the Jewish people were the victims of a Holocaust perpetrated by the Nazi regime.
Oh, everybody take a shot. Everybody take a shot. Go pour a shot. He said the Holocaust. He mentioned the Holocaust, folks. Go pour a shot right now. It's time to drink.
We need to do that, actually.
Every time Benjamin Netanyahu or an Israeli or a Zionist mentions the Holocaust. I just want to open up a graphic that shows how many times, how often They accuse Iran of being ready to produce an atom bomb. And that they're just a year away. They've been saying this from like the 90s. Sorry, folks. I had all of this open, all of this ready until my computer exploded. Again, folks, if you'd like to contribute to the PC fund, would be highly appreciative. So here is a tweet. Does the stream still? The stream still looks okay.
It's working.
I opened Twitter. It's still kind of working. Oh, it's starting to freeze up. Jesus, I think really opening Twitter is fucking this up. So Iran may be able to build an atomic bomb in 5 years, U.S. and Israeli officials fear. This was in 1995. This was from 1995, folks. They've been selling the world the same lie every year, every decade. Oh, Iran has a nuclear weapon. They're ready to bomb the world with a nuclear weapon. It's always like this, folks, okay? And then if you scroll down, there's more examples. This is from 2003. Iran closes in on ability to build a nuclear bomb. Reuters in 2012. Iran on brink of nuclear bomb in 6 to 7 months, says Netanyahu. Gantz, Iran is 2 months away from nuclear bomb. This was in 2021. So every few years, they recycle the same argument. Hey, they're getting a nuclear bomb. It's 2025. People are still falling for it. Idiots around the world that don't do the bare minimum of fucking research, that don't want to know. They're more than comfortable with being clueless. They keep falling for that shit. And they keep fucking propagating the same lies.
Today, the Jewish state refuses to be a victim of a nuclear holocaust perpetrated by the Iranian regime. Now, as Prime Minister, I've made it clear time and again, Israel will never allow those who call for our annihilation to develop the means to achieve that goal.
Kiss امك بقيرة يا اخو الشرموطة امك وبيك كلاب قايل بشكلك fucking son of a jackal piece of shit. Should have been fucking aborted. Should have been aborted right away when Mama and Papa Netanyahu fucking Milowski when they fucking heard they had you. They should have gone to fucking Planned Parenthood and told them we feel we have a devil spawn. There's a fucking devil spawn. There was a devil spawn in my belly. My Zionist husband's sperm has created the monster and he will abolish the Palestinian people. Please, doctor, in Philadelphia, remove this little devil. Look, check like bro. This little fucking guy with a fucking comb over, with his fucking tiny little dick and his fucking inferiority complex is fucking ruining the world. He's fucking ruining the region.
Okay, so it was not Benjamin's father who changed their last name from Milikowski.
Milkowski. Fucking bastards, bro.
And so his mother is Turkish.
His mother's Turkish?
Was born in Petah Tikva in the Ottoman Empire. And his father is Warsaw born, so he's Polish.
Polish-Turkish? Disgusting.
Tonight, Israel backs those words with action. We struck at the heart of Iran's nuclear enrichment program. We struck at the heart of Iran's nuclear weaponization program.
We killed nerdy scientists who lived in a civilian building. We killed 7 children by accident. Whoopsie. But we are making Jews around the world safer, and we are protecting Israel by making sure that all of our neighbors are subdued. Like, imagine moving into a neighborhood, you know what I mean? Moving into the Middle East and then walking up to each of your neighbors, opening the door and then punching him in the face and being like, hey, don't you want to be neighbors? You better be fucking nice to me. Then you punch all your neighbors, and then when your neighbors start hating you, you're like, why do these neighbors hate me? I walked up to each of their doors and punched them in the face. I even stole this man's house, and they don't like me? Gee, I wonder why.
We targeted Iran's main enrichment facility in Natanz. We targeted Iran's leading nuclear scientists working on the Iranian bomb. We also struck at the heart of Iran's ballistic missile program. Last year, Iran fired 300 ballistic missiles at Israel. Each of these missiles carries a ton of explosives and threatens the lives.
Veronica, please cover your ears for what we're about to say, but 300 drones, too little. Not enough drones. I'm not kidding, folks. Okay, Israel deserved to be retaliated against by the Iranians, and they deserve to be retaliated against right now. Iran has a right to defend itself. Iran had a right to defend itself then. Iran has a right to defend itself now. I'm not mincing words, okay? We ain't mincing no words. And you know what? You know what? You know what, Nour?
What?
I'm trying to kill some. I'm waiting for the tap to open. You know what?
You know, Israelis have terrorized us over many, many years.
Look, all I'm saying, I don't want anyone to get hurt, but they deserve to be stricken against, okay? That's all I'm saying, folks. And now, we're going to listen to the Iranian national anthem together, folks. For the people of Iran, the people of Tehran.
Why is that good?
They're definitely beating the terrorist activation
We're never getting a visa to anywhere.
down. My passport's getting revoked.
I'll
Nour is
never
ne-
be allowed to leave Lebanon.
Nour is never going to be allowed to leave Lebanon. Folks, if Nour needs a job abroad, will you sponsor her for a visa? Will any of you sponsor her for a visa?
I've wanted to see the whole world.
By the way, do we have any viewers from Iran? If we do, please let us know.
I think we did have someone.
If anyone's watching from Iran, Mahban says, I'm singing along. Are you watching us from Iran? Let us know. You know, hopefully everyone there is safe. Allah yawikun, Allah yakun ma'akun akhwetna. Al-Iraniya, let's go back to this motherfucker.
Of hundreds of people. Soon, those missiles could carry a nuclear payload, threatening the lives not of hundreds, but of millions. Iran is gearing up to produce 10,000s of those ballistic missiles within 3
Haley D says, I just want Veronica H. Song to be safe. We all want Veronica to be safe. Veronica, please keep updating us without the super chats. Just let us know that you're okay in the chat. Thankfully, Israelis have shelters that they can go to, which is great. They have shelters. They also have the Iron Dome, which intercepts most of that. So Veronica should be safe. You know what I mean? So, Veronica, we hope you're okay.
years. Now just imagine. Imagine 10,000 tons of TNT landing on a country the size of New Jersey.
We can imagine it, motherfucker. Guess what? Because you do it to Gaza all the time. You did it to Lebanon. They dropped 2,000 tons of explosives to kill Hassan Nasrallah. He's talking about 10,000 tons of TNT landing in one day. They dropped one bomb to kill Hassan Nasrallah that weighed 2,000 tons. A bunker buster.
This is an intolerable threat. It too must be stopped. Iran is now working on what it calls the new plan to destroy Israel. You see, the old plan failed. Iran and its proxies tried to encircle Israel with a ring of fire.
A ring of
to
fire.
attack us with the
But this guy thinks in hashtags. This guy thinks in slogans that like get him the ring. This is Operation Ultimate Lion's Mane. This is Operation Lion Como. I mean Lion's Mane. Beautiful hair. They tried to create a ring of fire. I am Johnny Cash. A ring of fire. The ring of fire. You're not Johnny Cash, Mr. Milkowski. Fucking go back to Philly.
horrible attack of October 7th. But the people of Israel, the soldiers of Israel, rose like lions to defend our country. We crushed Hamas, we devastated Hezbollah, we hit Iranian proxies in Syria and Yemen. And when Iran directly attacked us twice last year,
Madness Arcade, I read your comment. We're going to try to play the song, but we may have been hit with a copyright last time, but it hits fucking hard. And thank you so much for the video game recommendation on Discord. The Escaping the Nakba game, that looks fucking crazy. If I get Steam, I'm going to try to play that game on stream, my man.
we struck back inside Iran itself. Yet in defending ourselves, we also defend others. We defend our Arab neighbors. They too have suffered from Iran's campaign of chaos and carnage. Our actions against Iran's proxy Hezbollah led to the establishment of a new government in Lebanon and the collapse of Assad's murderous regime.
Hezbollah. It's Hezbollah, yair. Hezb. There's no kh. We use kh in Arabic. We use it. When we say khara. When we say kol khara. Immak khir yabayak khara. We use kh. We use the kh. Okay? Inta shaklak khara, yair. That's when we use the kh. We don't use it for Hezbollah or Hamas. It's Hezbollah. Hezb means party. A party. The party of God. Hezb Allah. Okay, that's what it means. Hezb. Hezb is a party. Not a party like a party you go party at. It's a party as in like a gathering of people for like an association or some shit. Kh is reserved for khara mitl immak ubayyak ya yair umartak uibnak ubintak and your unborn children. Sliltak killa ya khara. Ailet shayateen.
That means shit, by the way.
Yeah, khala means shit. They know. Shayateen means devils in plural. Shaitan means devil in singular. Shayateen is plural and is devil in plural. انتوا كلكم شياطين يا ايورك سختكم بأيده. Let's go.
In Syria, the peoples of those two countries now have a chance for a different future, a better future. So too do the brave people of Iran, and I have a message for them.
Oh,
Hezbollah led from Iran's campaign of chaos and carnage. Our actions against Iran's proxy Hezbollah led to the establishment of a new government in Lebanon.
Oh, so you see, because Israel was so kind to destroy Hezbollah and to destroy our country and to murder thousands of Lebanese people, folks, we were able to elect a new government, all thanks to Benjamin Netanyahu, our savior, the savior of Lebanon, folks.
Collapse of Assad's murderous regime in Syria. The peoples of those two countries.
Yeah, and they're taking land in Syria now. They're claiming Syrian land.
Now have a chance for a different future, a better future. So too do the brave people of Iran, and I have a message for them. Our fight is not with you. Our fight is with the brutal dictatorship that has oppressed you for 46 years.
This is like textbook what they used to say to us.
Literally.
It's textbook. Literally, we used to get the same videos.
The same shit, bro. This is like trauma, man. This is like
It's
kind of
like this triggered me so much when he
triggering,
says
bro.
that our problem is not with you, it's with your government, and like.
Our war is not
This
with
is-
the people of Gaza. It is with Hamas. Our war is not with the brave people of Lebanon. We want to live side by side with you. It is with Hezbollah. Our war is not with the brave people of Iran. It is with your
That's literally
government.
so traumatic.
It's like, bro, stop. Who still falls for this shit? They did the same thing 3 times in 2 years. They did it with Gaza. They did it with Lebanon. Now they're doing it with fucking Iran. And people still fall for that shit, bro. Like, what the fuck is happening?
I believe that the day of your liberation is near. And when that happens, the great friendship between our two ancient peoples will flourish once again. I want to assure the civilized.
You can't force this friendship, bro. You can't force this friendship to happen. Ain't nobody want this friendship. You spat on the friendship, okay? You did things to this friendship that if I were a cop in Florida, you would end up in a hospital, my man. Adma, you spat on this friendship.
World. We will not let the world's most dangerous regime get the world's most dangerous weapons. And Iran plans to give those weapons, nuclear weapons, to its terrorist proxies. That would make the nightmare of nuclear terrorism all too real. The increasing range of Iran's ballistic missiles would bring that nuclear nightmare to the cities of Europe and eventually.
He has something on his lip. Ooh, definitely got something on. Is that a cold sore or something? It's got a herpes. Netanyahu, what you been doing to get that herpes on your upper lip? Look at that nasty thing. That's a big one too. It's a big boy. I wish he was wearing a tank top so we can analyze his armpits. Like the Ann Coulter days. Remember the simple days of no World War III? What the fuck's happening here? All right.
To America. Remember, Iran calls Israel the small Satan. It calls America the great Satan. And this.
That's true. Ultimately, who holds the leash? If America holds the leash, America's the great devil, and Iran. And coming from a U.S. citizen, folks, devil. I mean, you know what I mean. Devil in fun terms. You know what I mean? That's shaitan. Haha, funny devil. But it is kind of a devilish country with devilish tendencies, and they do hold the leash to a pretty violent attack dog called Israel. So pretty accurate statements.
This is why, for decades, it's led millions in the chance of death to Israel and death to America. Today, Israel is responding to those genocidal calls with action and with a call of our own. Long live Israel.
Genocidal calls as they currently conduct a genocide in Gaza. Very nice.
And long live America. Our action will help make the...
What? America, bro. These two countries are so up each other's asses. American politicians can't stop talking about Israel, and fucking Netanyahu's threatening the world with war. He's like, long live America.
Separation anxiety, please
go.
stop.
Go to Philly. روح قطع تيكت على فيلادلفيا. روح حضار Eagles game. مين عم يوقفك? Go to the Eagles football stadium, watch a game, get a fucking corn dog on a stick, get a big foam finger. I'm number one. I love the Eagles. I'm a U.S. citizen. Just fucking do that.
Just fuck off.
Leave the region. Go back.
World a much safer place. I want to thank President Trump for his leadership in confronting Iran's nuclear weapons program. He has made clear time and again that Iran cannot have a nuclear enrichment program. Today, it is clear that Iran is just buying for time. It refuses to agree to this basic...
Iran is biting for time. There's not a war this motherfucker hasn't started to stay in power. The whole world is after this guy. Everybody wants to put him in jail, bro. Everybody, fucking Israelis want to put this guy away for what he did on October 7th. The ICC wants to put him in jail for war crimes and genocide. Everybody wants this man dead or in jail. He's like, Iran is biting for time. He's gonna start a war with this fucking dude. He will divorce his wife if it means 2 more weeks and fucking in office. He is starting every war because the only way Netanyahu stays in power is if there's a war to fight, if there's a front that they need to be fighting. So they're fighting. They're fucking bombing Yemen. They're bombing Syria. They're bombing Gaza. They're bombing Lebanon. Now they're bombing Iran. He's like, how can you get rid of me when I'm fighting on 5 fronts? I need to keep Israel safe and the Jews of the world safe. This is what he's biding for time. You're biding for time. Ya khara khiri zabr immak bibayy khay shaklak bi'ayr, bro.
Also, with all of this happening, like the bombings on Gaza have literally intensified.
Gaza
looks like hell.
There's
now.
no internet in Gaza
and there's
now.
An internet blockage, and it's literally hell.
There's no internet in Gaza now. They can't even fucking tweet out a photo of their dead relatives now. You know what I mean? They can't even do that anymore. They have destroyed it. They have fucking leveled Gaza. It has ceased to exist. And I'm like, why don't the other Arabs want to take them in?
The requirement of peaceful nations. That is why we have no choice but to act. And act now. The hardest decision any leader has to make is to thwart a danger before it is fully materialized. Nearly a century ago, facing the Nazis, a generation of leaders...
There we go. The Nazis are back. It's the second time. Take another shot, everybody. Get your shot glasses out. The Holocaust has been invoked again. Preemptive strike because we want to avoid being genocided.
Failed to act in time. They were paralyzed by the horrors of World War I. They were determined to avoid war at all costs, and they got the worst war ever. They adopted a policy of appeasement. They closed their eyes and ears to all the warning signs. That failure to act resulted in World War II, the deadliest war in history. It claimed the lives of 60 million, including 6 million Jews, a third of my people. After that war, the Jewish people and the Jewish state vowed, never again.
Never again will we get killed, so we will kill anyone if we even think they're remotely a threat. Again, like, Jesus, bro. Like, you're making people hate the Holocaust at this point. We all believe in the Holocaust. We all know it's fucking fucked up. Like, stop using your dead relatives for fucking pity as as an excuse to murder other people. I'm sure your dead relatives, people who died in the Holocaust, don't want you to Holocaust other people. They don't want you to genocide other people. Khalas ba, bro. We've all been victims. I'm half Assyrian. Have you heard of the Assyrian genocide? Do Assyrians fucking bitch about it as often as you do? Do Armenians bitch about the Armenian genocide as often as fucking Israelis talk about the Holocaust? Shit happens. It's horrible. The Holocaust was horrible. It does not excuse you from doing horrible shit. You fucking genocidal fucking dog.
Well, never again is now. Today, Israel has shown that we have learned the lessons of history. When enemies vow to destroy you, believe them. When enemies build weapons of mass death, stop them. As the Bible teaches us. When someone...
That's exactly what you're doing. You have weapons of mass death. You're the one who threatens to genocide people. Like, we should stop you. Israel needs to be fucking stopped. Veronica, you better move out of Israel soon, please. Leave Israel so that I can say the most horrid shit ever.
Comes to kill you, rise and act first. This is exactly what Israel has done today. We have risen like lions to defend ourselves. Over 3,000 years ago, Moses gave the people of Israel a message that has steeled their resolve ever since.
He's bringing in Moses now, folks. Fucking tag team. He brought in Moses for the assist at the clutch.
Of course.
Moses coming in clutch right now.
Be strong and courageous, he said. Today, our strong and courageous soldiers and people stand together to defend ourselves against those who seek our destruction. And by defending ourselves, we defend many others, and we roll back a murderous tyranny. Generations from now, history will record that our generation stood its ground, acted in time, and secured our common future.
Bro, it's all on TikTok. History ain't recording shit. We've all seen what's happened on TikTok. We know what happened. We know what you did. Ain't nobody falling for shit anymore.
Do you want footage of Tel Aviv getting hit?
Yes, I do.
I'll airdrop that to you.
Here are some tweets of like American politicians, all of them putting out the same like programmed fucking, I support Israel. Israel has a right to defend itself. Like, it's insane. I hope I can zoom in enough on this, but look at this madness. Look. Well, the cats are going crazy outside.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if I can zoom into here. Okay. Wish us luck, folks. So you got Rick Scott, Senator Rick Scott. Tonight, I ask every American to join me in praying for the safety of U.S. personnel in the Middle East. As IAE org resolution shows, Iran has been hiding its nuclear program for years. Israel has every right to defend itself against this malign threat, and tonight, America stands with Israel, praying for the safety of all U.S. personnel in the Middle East. Senator Susan Collins, Iran has greatly expanded its uranium enrichment with the goal of producing nuclear weapons that pose an existential threat to Israel. Our country, too, is at risk as Iran continues its development not only of fissile material...
Oh, wait, Senya, I think we're cut off.
We're no longer live?
Okay, we're back now.
Were we freezing?
We froze.
Oh, the thing is off, fuck.
What's off?
The 4G. The first half, but it'll be back later. The joys of live streaming in Lebanon, folks. It's okay. We're in the Middle East, folks. Let's keep going. Senator Susan Collins says Iran has greatly expanded its uranium enrichment with the goal of producing nuclear weapons that pose an existential threat to Israel.
I think we're off again.
No, we're working.
No. Okay, hello, we're back. We're back again.
We're back again?
It's fucked.
Oh, it stopped working again?
Yeah.
Sorry, folks. It's going crazy, I guess. We're losing viewers, too, as this happens.
Sorry,
guys. Technical difficulties.
Fucked.
It's all fucked. It's okay.
No one is worrying.
It's going to be back once we fully upload the stream.
It'll take like 15 minutes.
Yeah, wait like 30 minutes and then the whole thing will be back. We apologize, folks. We apologize. 400 of you still here. Let's fucking go. Anyways, American politicians are crazy. Here are their fucking crazy tweets. Let's read a couple more. Representative Tom Cole. Iran is a regime that has repeatedly chanted death to Israel and death to America. Let me be clear. Iran cannot possess nuclear weapons. Praying for Israel and our troops within the region. Praying for Israel. Congressman Randy Fine. Bombs away. Tim Sheedy. Oh, Sheehy. Sorry, I saw Sheety. Israeli aircraft, blah, blah, blah. Senator Katie Boyd, please join me in praying for Israel. Joni Ernst, join me in praying for Israel.
Nope.
Crazy shit, folks. Crazy shit. Again, if you're just joining, whatever is lost from the beginning of the live stream will be recuperated later, folks. Join us in this fun live stream. Please don't abandon us because of technical difficulties. Anyways, Americans are crazy. That's what's been happening. Let us switch. Let's watch some footage of Tel Aviv being struck. Can you catch up with the chat?
Yeah.
In the meantime.
Thank you to YouTube member and Discord member Dean Gavir. I hope I said that right.
Thank you so much.
For the videos.
Oh, thank you for the videos, yes.
Madness Arcade sends $5 and says, can you pin the link to the Nakba game so people can pledge?
Oh, it's a Kickstarter game.
We have the funding link for the Palestinian families, but I guess we can change that later. Like we can.
Yeah, we'll alter that later. It's more important to keep it for families right now that need the money, but we'll definitely try to promote that game as well. Thank you for the recommendation.
Sorry, I coughed right into the mic. Sorry, chat.
Saha. Jesse Hyde just became a patron with $8. Jesse Hyde, thank you for becoming a blonde patron. By the way, someone asked why is it blonde? Because I dyed my hair blonde like 3-4 years ago. So it was like an inside joke for fans of the show.
Thomas Jerome Newton says, the Netanyahu-Trump fascist centipede. Aguthira says, we do not accept him even as 1% Turkish. He is a devil incarnate and Iblis. True. The world would be so much better place without him and his overseas owners.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for the support, all of you.
Vix WZA says, the president of Argentina also has the same surname, Milikowski. I wonder if the two psychos are related. Bob Warren says, every time I hear I have your response.
Madness Arcade, thank you so much. They're not lines, they're locusts, which is a sign of the apocalypse. Exactly. It's like an infection. Sorry, keep going.
I thought you were reading them. Okay.
Oh, I can't. Vix Wizza says the president of Argentina also has the same surname. Oh, you just read that one. I wonder if the two sides are related. Thank you so much for the support. Agothera, thank you so much for the generous donation. Thomas Jerome Newton, the Netanyahu-Trump fascist centipede. Oh, did you read all of these?
Go upwards, I guess. Oh, khalas, let me
Dizzle
continue.
McFizzle, you reap what you sow. Still so many people are going to suffer in this war. Israel needs to be stopped. Thank you so much, Dizzle McFizzle, our favorite veteran. Thank you for your generosity. Did we miss any? Thomas Jerome Newton, he did this to avoid jail and neutralize any ally of Gaza that could respond with force. Fascism always needs a dangerous enemy to keep up the siege. KH sent $5 for Maki's unemployment fund. Did we read that one?
No.
Thank you, and Haley D, Mr. Nemo. Thank you all so much.
Yeah, okay, we're caught up.
We're caught up. We're caught up. Let's watch some videos.
It's hard to find everything with a chat that keeps moving.
I know. So this is Israel being bombed. This is a 4-second clip. Oh shit! So that's the one drone that went through. Damn, that's crazy. And is that like something from the Iron Dome that's been shot up at the same time? That's kind of scary, bro. But I mean, look, can you imagine how much more scary it is for people in Gaza, for people of Iran, like people without an Iron Dome, people without shelters and all that sort of thing? It's just one drone. That's good. It's funny, like, yeah, I think they're shooting like another, like some kind of missile or some kind of deterrent as the other one hits. That's crazy. And let's see this final piece of footage. These people are chilling on like a rooftop bar, man. That's crazy, yo. Well, I mean, it's something hit, you know what I mean? Not that I want anyone to get hurt, but like, again, guys, Israel is out here killing all these people, bombing all these countries. They deserve to be retaliated against. Every country has the right to defend itself. Israel is the perpetrator of all of these attacks. Israel started to attack Iran. Israel started this. Iran has a right to defend itself. And they don't have the capabilities to properly defend themselves, I don't think.
We've lived this for months and months, and it's like, it just feels like justice at some point, which is fucked.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
Master Redcoin sends $5 and says $5 for Maki's unemployment fund.
Oh, little Maki.
Madness Arcade sends also $5 and says not Kickstarter and launched good what? It's launched good a Muslim version.
Oh, okay.
Which I linked in Discord and tagged Nour.
Okay.
Wouldn't let me send here.
We'll check that out. We'll check out that link. Let me try to open some links over here. Now, this is an interview with someone that I really like, Sayyid Muhammad Marandi. He made some great appearances on some interviews during the genocide in Gaza, and he was like, if they attack Iran, we're going to respond in kind. Okay, I think it's freezing again because I opened a Twitter video. Bro, Twitter is really fucking cursed.
Yes.
I really believe this wouldn't happen
so much
if
for
you used
talking
Firefox. Like, I truly believe so.
Here. Well,
it's a much lighter and faster
We're
app.
changing the computer anyway, so like Safari's done. I'm not going to change it now. We're just going to change the whole thing.
To us this morning. First of all, as I understand it, you're in.
So here, let me just try to get you guys who this guy is. Can you Google who Sayyid Muhammad Marandi is? He's actually, no, there we go. He's professor of English literature and Orientalism at the University of Tehran. So he's like an Iranian academic.
Can you tell us what you saw and heard overnight
analyst.
first?
He was the son of the Minister of
in the
Health
middle of
in
the
Iran's
night,
government.
Sorry, he was the what?
He was the son of a Minister of Health in Iran's government.
All right, cool. Oh, Minister of Health.
Woke up to explosions, and we saw that in our neighborhood and other neighborhoods, the Israeli regime used missiles to bomb apartment buildings, and a large number of women and children have been killed. That's not something that you've been pointing out over the last 10 minutes of pro-Israeli propaganda. But without a doubt, people across the country are angered. This was unprovoked. It was an act of aggression. But of course, in the West, when they support a Holocaust in Gaza, obviously when they support the genocidal strikes in Beirut, when they support...
Again, this guy is great. This guy made some fucking awesome, like, this guy had, I mean, I hope that he can back it up. He was like, if you strike Iran, we will strike with, like, a fury that you've never seen, and we'll do this and we'll do that. And he was, like, smiling. He was kind of a badass, to be honest with you. Like, he made a great impression on me when he made some media appearances. So I've been following him ever since.
Daily murders in the West Bank, there's not going to be much sympathy for the women and children lying on the streets in Tehran. But the Iranian response will be devastating, and it will be something that the Israeli regime will regret. And hopefully Trump will be sane enough to stay out of it, because we all know that much of the world's oil and gas comes from the Persian Gulf region. And if the bases, US bases, are in countries on the other side of the Persian Gulf, if the United States attacks Iran, those tiny Arab dictatorships will be complicit. And that would bring about a situation in the oil market that will create a collapse in the global economy, including where you are. So I think you should be praying that Trump is sane enough to stay out of this, but Iran will punish the Israeli regime.
Just to say on the civilian
No,
casualties.
I'm going to say that he doesn't seem as confident as he did a few months ago when he was making those threats. He was saying it with more bravado. Now he seems a little bit more, I don't know. He seems a bit more like humbled, but I mean, that's because he's in Iran. They just got bombed. He might be still reeling with like that experience.
I think everyone's sick of the war, like.
Of course.
It's true that Iran state media is reporting civilian casualties. We've not had confirmation of that.
And yeah, they're going to bomb. Like, he keeps saying that Iran is going to bomb a lot of oil refineries. Because of them, they're going to increase the price of oil. They're threatening to bomb American bases in the Middle East.
Present. In the meantime, Israel has said that it's...
Are in countries on the other side of the Persian Gulf. Much of the world's oil and gas comes from the Persian Gulf region. And if the bases, US bases, are in countries on the other side of the Persian Gulf, if the United States attacks Iran, those tiny Arab dictatorships will be complicit. And that would bring about a situation in the oil market that will
fuck the world, bro.
Create a collapse in the global economy, including where you are. So I think you should be praying that Trump is sane enough to stay out of this, but Iran will punish the Israeli regime.
Let's go.
Just to say on the civilian casualties, it's true that Iran state media is reporting civilian casualties. We've not had confirmation of that at present. In the meantime, Israel has said that it's struck nuclear targets.
Since you haven't confirmed it, anyone who's watching your program can go to my Twitter account and see an image of a child who was murdered and lying dead. I don't think when you want to speak on behalf of the Israelis, there's no need for all these confirmations, but when it's Palestinians or Iranians or Lebanese, everything has to be confirmed, and by the time they're confirmed, it's all over.
We'd just like to credit where the information comes from, that's all. But can I just go back to what Israel is saying about
we know what
why
you're doing, you fucking lying piece of shit.
it's carried out these attacks? They say they've struck nuclear targets, amongst other targets, to block Tehran from developing nuclear weapons. Benjamin Netanyahu has claimed that Iran has recently taken steps to weaponize enriched uranium and said that if not stopped, a nuclear weapon could be produced in a very short time. What's your reaction to that?
I think you know this as well as I, that Netanyahu has been saying Iran is on the verge of making nuclear weapons for over 30 years.
Yep.
For 30 years. It's very well documented.
As we've seen, he says it's very well documented. We've just seen examples a few minutes ago.
And I think many of your viewers know that. He is a genocidal liar. And what else do you expect from an ethno-supremacist like him and his colleagues? The Iranians are a member of the NPT, and the International Atomic Energy Agency, as we speak, has people in Iran who monitor Iran's program. The very same site that he bombed has IAEA inspectors in it regularly. So obviously he's lying. There's no evidence that Iran in the past was producing a nuclear weapon, but the Israeli, or now, but the Israeli regime does have nuclear weapons. And the Israeli regime has carried out aggression against Iran. And it has murdered senior officials, and it has murdered many civilians.
Everything Israel accuses Iran of doing, it's actually Israel that fucking does it. And the world is so fucking complicit. The media is so just into just providing cover for the Israeli government, bro. The Israeli regime.
The images that you see don't need confirmation, do they? These, you can see that's a taxi, right? That's where those are civilians. Again, you may need a few weeks to get confirmation for all this. Just like in Gaza, when they were bombing hospitals, Sky News was trying to say that the Palestinians mistakenly bombed their own hospitals. That's how it works in the West. The narrative is pro-Israeli, but I think the world knows what's happening. This was an unprovoked attack. Your journalists in Palestine, in occupied Palestine, can gloat all he wants, but the Iranians will respond. Iran will respond and punish the Israeli regime, because now the only way forward is to teach Netanyahu a lesson and to make sure that the Israeli...
Can you keep it unplugged? Because I'm trying to avoid echo from the TV going into that mic. Thank you. Yeah, no, I know.
regime regrets attacking Iran, Iranians, women, and children, and infrastructure.
I mean, if Iran doesn't respond, Israel will just keep fucking doing this. That's the problem. Like right now, Iran is in a lose-lose situation. If they don't respond, they're basically telling Israel, hey, you can bomb us, you can do whatever the fuck you want, we're not going to respond. You know what I mean? We're too cowardly. And if they do respond, oh, look, Iran is attacking Israel. The whole world needs to support Israel against this battle with Iran, and we need to supply Israel with more weapons, and let's bomb the shit out of Iran. So what does Iran do? They were just attacked by a country. If they defend themselves, they're seen as the aggressor, they're seen as the attacker, and then the world wants to fuck them up. And if they don't respond, they look like cowards, and they're giving Israel carte blanche to do whatever the fuck they want in the region, as they already do. Israel is doing whatever the fuck it wants in Yemen, in Palestine, in Lebanon, in Syria, and now they want to do that in Iran. What can we fucking do when the world fucking police, when America and Israel decide whatever the fuck they want to happen here, bro?
That is legitimate and which is monitored regularly by the international, the IAEA, the International Atomic Energy Agency.
Well, yes, and the International Atomic Energy Agency yesterday said that it found that Iran was not complying with its nuclear obligations for the first time in 20 years.
That is not what Netanyahu said, first of all, that he said something very different. Second of all, the International Atomic Energy Agency is an organization dominated by the West. If your viewers go and look at which countries voted against Iran and which countries voted for Iran, you'll see that Western countries, they have a strong presence on the board of governors because they have a control over all international bodies. And you'll see that the countries that voted against this resolution or refrained from accepting it, they were from the global south, the global majority. So the fact that Europe and the United States support the Israeli narrative and the Israeli regime is nothing new. Your Sky News, Western media has been supporting this Holocaust for 20 months now and trying to be apologetic for the Israeli regime all this time. That's why no one believes you anymore. The reason why Iran is being attacked and the reason why the West is...
I love how someone said he's so sassy. He is very sassy when he talks to media. It's like, that's why no one... Like, he calls them out in a very subtle, very polite way.
So hostile towards Iran is not because of the Iranian nuclear program. It's not because of human rights. It's not because of terrorism. It's because Iran supports the people of Palestine and the West, the collective West, and its regional client regimes. They support ethno-supremacism in Palestine. They support the Israeli regime, which considers Palestinians to be Amalek. And when I was in Beirut, when the Israelis...
Look, ahla wa sahla, you're always welcome in Beirut, Dr. Mirandi. Ahla wa sahla feek. We love you. We're fans. Ta'ala hon, if it gets unsafe in Iran, please come here. You know what I mean? We'll invite you on the show. That way we'll definitely not be allowed into the U.S. again.
Began the bombing campaign on Lebanon. I was there when Sayyid Hassan Nasrallah was martyred. When they were bombing apartment blocks in Beirut, you didn't need confirmation. You had journalists there. Western reporters were constantly saying Hezbollah targets, Hezbollah strongholds. They were not saying women and children were being slaughtered. Even though they had fixers from those neighborhoods, they had drivers from those neighborhoods, they had producers from those neighborhoods. They knew exactly what was going on. But the Israeli narrative has to be protected But this has caused the West to lose its credibility, and its image has been destroyed across the world.
Yeah, Doji is saying he seems a lot more exhausted than usual. That's what I was saying. He looks a little bit more like upset or something. It might be because he's in Tehran while it's being bombed, so he's a little bit fucking tired. He's exhausted. He probably didn't get a good night's sleep. Or, I mean, he's kind of concerned at the fate of Iran at this point because you're dealing with Israel. You're dealing with an unhinged enemy that has no limits. We've seen what they do, so it's horrifying. Anytime Lebanon engages in any kind of back and forth with Israel, I'm automatically terrified because they have no limits. They have no guardrails. They do whatever the fuck they want, and there's no one to stop them.
Because people know what's happening. They don't need me to explain it. People already figured it out.
Okay, well, Professor Mohammed Morandi, we really appreciate you joining us this morning. Thanks very much indeed.
Thanks very much indeed for schooling us.
Well, just to let you know that in the last few moments, the
also in 2021, like on this note, in 2021, the UN tried to pass a law that would make food a human right. Who are the only two countries that refused that law?
The U.S. and Israel. Oh my God, bro, that's so fucked. This is footage from Tabriz, from bombing of, I don't know what they're bombing here, maybe some kind of nuclear facility or uranium enrichment facility. Look at the scale of that destruction. What a beautiful fucking place, though. Oh my God. Such a beautiful place. How fucked up is that, bro? Unprovoked, man. This is all unprovoked. That's what's crazy. So just going through. So apparently Netanyahu has fled from Ben Gurion Airport. His plane is being escorted by 2 Israeli jet fighters, and rumor has it that he's landed in Greece. Benjamin Netanyahu has fled Israel like the little pussy boy coward bitch that he is. He wants to start wars and not deal with the consequences. He wants to start wars with countries, bomb other countries, and then as his people get bombed, people like Veronica.
Is that real, though?
I don't know if it's real. Supposedly he might have fled. But I mean, he wants to bomb other countries. And he wants to put people like Veronica Song in danger. And she's getting bombed right now. And he wants to fucking fly off to Greece. And by the way, Greeks hate Israelis. I can't emphasize how much Greeks hate Israelis. When I went to Greece last summer, and anytime we would tell someone we were from Lebanon, they'd be like, oh, we're so sorry about like what's happening to you guys. We fucking hate Israel. Fuck Israel. So to the Greeks, we love you.
Greeks can be very like politically correct. Like, I know some Greek people who wouldn't even call it Turkey.
Oh, really?
They'd call it, like, Constantinople.
Damn. That's awesome. What else is there? So apparently Israelis are now openly admitting that Trump was negotiating with Iran, you know, about the nuclear deal. So they're saying that the Israelis are now openly admitting that all the Trump negotiations to get a deal with Iran was a deliberate false propaganda to lull Iran into a false sense of security, exactly as I said it was. This is a U.S.-Israeli war on Iran. So let's take a closer look at this. We have almost 700 of you guys in the live chat. By the way, sorry, we had a little glitch with the connection, so the first half of the live stream has disappeared. It'll be back once the live is done. We will need like 20 to 30 minutes to get the full video uploaded, okay? There's a lot more that you guys missed. Amit Segal, this is a tweet. He says, chief political analyst from N12 News, says, author, it's noon in Israel. It says the attack on Iran was preceded by a deception operation that included media and diplomatic components, both internal and external, involving various actors. This is from the Times of Israel. Report, U.S. helped lull Iran into belief, no attack imminent. The U.S. participated in a massive campaign to lull Iran into thinking an attack was not going to happen immediately, Channel 12 reports. U.S. President Donald Trump said Thursday that an Israeli strike on Iran's nuclear sites could very well happen, but advised against it, saying the possibility of a deal was fairly close if Tehran compromises on its atomic ambitions and ongoing talks with the U.S.
No one knows if he was on the plane or not.
So no confirmation, huh?
No.
I mean, we're not sure, but I mean, there's a chance. And it wouldn't be shocking. A lot of world leaders do that. They start wars and they run away. And I wouldn't be surprised. He's a fucking coward, piece of shit bitch. Donald J. Trump, this is more of a sign that, like, this was planned. Trump, the next attacks are already planned, will be even more brutal. This is what Trump said. I gave Iran chance after chance to make a deal. I told them in the strongest of words to just do it. But no matter how hard they tried, no matter how close they got, they just couldn't get it done. It's like he's talking about selling a fucking property, bro. He's talking about setting up a new hotel. I told them it would be much, much worse than anything they know, anticipated, or were told, that the United States makes the best and most lethal military equipment anywhere in the world, by far, and that Israel has a lot of it, a lot of it, with much more to come, and they know how to use it. Certain Iranian hardliners spoke bravely, but they didn't know what was about to happen. They are all about dead now, and it will only get worse. There has already been great death and destruction, but there is still time to make this slaughter, with the next already planned attacks being even more brutal, come to an end. So now they think that by bombing Iran, by killing civilians, by killing scientists, now Iran is more likely to make a deal with the US. What the fuck is gonna happen? Iran must make a deal before there's nothing left and save what was once known as the Iranian Empire. No more death, no more destruction, just do it before it's too late. God bless you all.
I hate the Trump voice.
I hate the
have to
Trump.
say.
I hate the Trump voice too. I hate to have to do the Trump voice.
Also, I think because, sorry, I keep coming back to the same to the same subject, but because of his international arrest warrant, if like as soon as he lands in Greece, like the Greek authorities should capture him.
I mean, it depends on the
But
country.
like, no, Greece should capture him if he lands there.
Will they? I hope they do.
But I read also somewhere that it's just the Israeli ambassador.
Quick, this is some footage of the bombing in Iran from Twitter. They bombed us, normal people, civilians. If that's not a violation of fucking Geneva Convention, I don't know what is. And this tweet is from, sorry, let me, well, we frozen now.
Are we?
This is from Hussein Kupol. Here's a photo. Let's try to get through this without any technical difficulties. Kuzaber. Trying to get a picture open over here. Okay. So here's just a regular neighborhood in Iran. Completely destroyed. This looks like Beirut, man. This looks like what they do in Dahiyah. Another building completely destroyed. These are civilian buildings, folks. Regular apartment buildings. Here are people in the streets gathering. Look at all these terrorists, folks. Oh my God. Terrorists left and right. What is America and Israel? What are they going to do? Sorry guys, Twitter is shite. Trying to get some footage, try to get this to work. Whoever recorded this, get rid of your screen. Okay, there we go. Damn, that's crazy, bro. This is what Iran was looking like. Oh, shit.
Whoa. Shit.
Let me switch a little bit. We're almost done with the war updates. I think that's it. I mean, as far as I know, there's not much more to talk about. This was a weird tweet that I saw. Sorry, guys. Blake Flayton. I don't know who the fuck this guy is, but this is a disturbing tweet that I saw. Gay people in Israel, out of the bars and into the shelters, fucking up the Islamic Republic is actually a great way to celebrate Pride. Look at this pink washing of all of this shit. I mean, good for you for being gay, bro. What does it have to do with bombing Iran? Again, gay people in Israel, out of the bars and into the shelters, fucking up the Islamic Republic is actually a great way to celebrate Pride. It is a disgusting way to celebrate Pride. Stop using Pride and being gay to support fucking genocide and killing innocent people and bombing countries that have nothing to do, bombing sovereign nations. Okay? Stop using this shit, bro. That's fucking nasty.
Oh, we have a Zionist in chat.
We do?
Mm-hmm.
Who is? Oh, Kufeho's your next Millhouse. Oh, I wanted to read some of them.
They're saying your next Millhouse H31, your next Millhouse H31.
Isn't that crazy, folks? Isn't that so fun? H3 fans are coming in here to tell me that I'm next and getting bombed. Like, that's how fucking psycho they are. You're next, H3 fan. You're H31, you're next. Do you want me to die because of some fucking drama beef with your fucking daddy, Ethan Klein? You want me to die? You want us to get bombed because of an internet beef with Hassan and Ethan Klein, bro?
Whoa.
Are you fucking stupid? You fucking genocidal fucking maniacs? fucking insane. What an insane community of fans Ethan Klein has brought together. I'm pro-Palestine. This is the second H3 fan to tell me that I should get bombed by the IDF. Look, واحد بأيده fucking صهيوني خرا زب مثلك مثل Ethan Klein واحد خرا بيسوى أيده. Anyway, speaking of Ethan Klein,
Zionists are funny. They're pathetic. Like they have nothing to look forward to, and they just wanna beef online.
Milhouse, you're next. Israel, the IDF is gonna kill you, Milhouse. Like, what the fuck, bro? Like, how brain dead are you that you want me to die over some internet beef? Jesus. What a fucking idiot. Let us react to Ethan Klein talking about, since the H... I hope you're still here. I mean, you can't participate in the live chat, but we hope you're still here, bro. Whatever your name was. Let us see what your daddy Ethan Klein had to say about Ryan Kavanaugh. And now he bitched out of the lawsuit because he wants to sue Redditors and Noah Samson and Denims and Bad Empanada. And then I'm going to set up some clips of him being yelled at by Steiny and Bradley Martin. Let's go. Let me speed this up a little bit. The cats want to have dinner. That's why they're running around. It's time for their food.
They're crazy.
Let's fix up this quality. 480. Now we got to give you guys some 720, folks.
With my good friend, Psychobabble. So, yeah.
So we're done, folks. To everyone in Iran, to all our brothers and sisters in Iran, any of our viewers in Iran, we hope you're safe. Veronica, we hope you're safe. To the rest of Israelis and to Zionists and people who support what's happening in Gaza, you know, enjoy being in the shelters. We hope nothing happens to you. But I mean, you know, if you get a little taste of what your country's doing to other countries, maybe that'll make you think twice about what you're doing to other countries. Maybe if you're hiding in a shelter and you're hearing some bombs, you go like, maybe we shouldn't be doing this to other people. I feel scared right now. Is that what other people feel like when we bomb the living shit out of them and they're not in their shelters? If I'm terrified in a shelter with an iron dome, how scary must it be to be hiding in an apartment building that is getting bombed? Maybe that little fear that they're getting makes them feel sympathy and empathy for other people. Just like Veronica, she was in the chat, she was getting bombed and she was like, this makes me think of you guys. Like, how fucking crazy is that? She's under threat right now, she's in danger, and she was fucking thinking about us and other countries that Israel bombs. More people need to be like Veronica. Veronica, we hope you're safe. Let us react to some Ethan Klein talking about mediation with Ryan Kavanaugh, ending his lawsuit so he can focus on suing other people. Let's go.
It didn't say.
Sorry.
Could have said it.
I'm happy.
Would have been more interesting.
That's nightmare fuel right there.
Just total fucking psychobabble. So yeah, the reason that we're doing the episode today instead of yesterday is because I was back in mediation with my good friend Ryan Kavanaugh. And let me tell you something. Second mediation we've done, almost 2 years apart to the date. Wow. This lawsuit has been going on.
That was 2 years ago?
Yeah.
That whole encounter where you met.
Yeah, this lawsuit, the first mediation was 2 years ago, but the lawsuit has been going for like 4 years at this point. And as you guys know, Ryan Kavanaugh sued Ethan for like defamation. He sued him at first for like copyright infringement for like streaming parts of the Jake Paul fight. But then he sued Ethan for defamation for literally talking shit about him for like years on his podcast. And now Ethan has settled the lawsuit. He's literally agreed to pay Ryan Kavanaugh a sum of money to make the lawsuit go away after spending so much money on lawyer fees. He kept saying that Ryan was going to cover his lawyer fees when he wins. He's not doing any of that anymore. He's paying Ryan a settlement, and he has agreed, he's going to talk about that. I saw the clip. He has agreed to scrub any mention of Ryan Kavanaugh from his older podcast. They're going to go back to fucking 4 years of podcast and have to remove any insult to Ryan Kavanaugh. And so Ethan basically just lost a defamation suit.
Yep.
In the cafeteria?
Yep.
Yeah.
In the kitchen.
Same place. It was the same place, almost the same day, 2 years to the date.
Wow.
Last time we didn't find terms, amicable terms. This time I think we were both pretty much like ready to move on with our lives, very much so. And well, I'm excited to announce that the lawsuit is finally over.
Wow.
Congrats.
It's over. We worked it out. And you know, I actually sat with him one-on-one for a long time and we chatted. And we got on very, you know, we're besties. We're besties now.
That must have been surreal.
You know how I am.
Sure.
We kind of hit it off immediately.
Wow. Yeah, you can get along with anybody.
He's you know, we got on well. He was very nice, and to be honest, he was super reasonable too. And I think we're all just relieved that it's over. And as I said in the Instagram stories, it's you know, closing one battlefront so that we can open another one that is much more important.
Just like Israel. Israel loves having multiple fronts open. So now, but Ethan is closing one front, one battle, and he's trying to now sue. He has already said he's going to sue Noah Samson, right? Him and Mudahar are working on suing Noah Samson. He has hinted that he's going to sue Denims multiple times, so there might be a Denims lawsuit incoming. He wants to sue a number of Redditors, so is he going to be suing the Redditors? He has threatened Bad Empanada with like trying to reach him all the way in Argentina, and he's going to try to figure out a way to be able to sue Bad Empanada in Argentina. Is he going to try to sue anyone else? Does he want to try to sue Hassan for one reason or another?
More pertinent, personal, and all the other things that you can imagine that I could say at this moment.
All those more eloquent than me.
But listen, it's done. Yeah.
Wow.
We're dogs.
And that was from, was it 2020 when this all started? What
Must
year?
have been, yeah. No, but maybe not that long. It's
21, I believe.
So
it's been almost 4 years. Almost
21. It's been going on for 4 years.
Somebody went through
4
high school
years
in the time that it had all been going on. Their entire high school experience. Of
I
their
hate
life.
that.
That's crazy.
But that saga was so fucking boring. He covered that fucking lawsuit for years, man, and that shit was so fucking boring. I'm so glad it's fucking, I mean, not that I still watch this fucking show, but like, Jesus Christ, bro, this dragged on. He must have spent so much money, hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars on lawyer fees just for nothing. So good.
Well, and so, basically we were at the point where if we didn't find a settlement, we were going to go to a trial, which...
Could that be on Court TV? That would be great content.
I don't know.
We've been robbed. We've been
What is he
robbed.
wearing?
Who's this guy?
Probably would have tried if I
He's
did,
the guy who
but...
gets them their sponsors. He's boring as fuck. What the fuck?
He's so boring.
Dude, that is such an ugly shirt. That is such an ugly shirt. Oh my god.
Of course, it's
We've
Teddy
been robbed.
Fresh.
We've been robbed of good content.
Yeah. Probably would have tried if I did, but that would have been even worse than anything we've been through. I've never been to trial, and from what I understand and what it is the truth. It's just trial is hell. It's super expensive. Well, we're out of the courtroom. Let's
Well,
go.
I was saying, I have jury duty coming up, and
That would've been so
I could have
great.
tried to game the system and get on that jury.
Yeah. Do you know any of these people? No.
No.
That would have been so.
Never
fucking
seen that man before in my life.
Probably not. Yeah, well, I guess that'd probably be illegal.
No.
If they find out.
Lying to a judge? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Who says you can't lie to a judge?
Who cares?
Wait, you can't lie to a judge?
Who
Oh
cares?
shit. Anyway, it's resolved. And part of our resolving this and moving forward amicably as friends, as confidants. I won't say lovers because we're not that.
You didn't.
But it sounds like you're on your way down that path.
Definitely does.
They were joking because we were getting it on so well that they were calling us lovebirds.
Is there a lunch date you guys set? Like, just maybe grab coffee or something?
Bro, this man hated, bro. He spent hours just shitting on Ryan Kavanaugh, calling him like some kind of a sexual pervert, like flirting with a minor Natalie Portman. He made also, like, he said that he ran a Ponzi scheme. He said he kept talking about how his ex-wife fucked this guy called Brad the Bull. Like, he just fucking went off on this man for 4 fucking years, just talking shit. And now he's like, oh, we're best buds now.
It doesn't matter. Zionist assemble.
Ryan Kavanaugh is
Again,
a Zionist, actually.
he is.
That makes so much sense.
There's bigger battles to
There's
fight
bigger
right now.
battles to fight right now. Their common love for the state of Israel, folks, and their hatred of Palestinians and pro-Palestinian commentators brought Ethan Klein and Ryan Kavanaugh together. Actually, can you Google Ryan Kavanaugh Israel? Let's just see what he said.
The lawyer.
Go back.
Really?
Yeah.
They said,
A play
they
date?
walked into the room and were like, oh, look at these two lovebirds.
No, we were chatting it up, and they're like, "Oh, you guys need some extra time to be, lovebirds." Like, they're just kidding. It's just a
They were
joke. Why are you guys
teasing
so
you?
weirded
They
out
were
by that?
bullying you in the
No,
fucking
they're just,
mediation.
Don't you just love when Netanyahu makes speeches in English? Oh, I fucking love it, Ethan. It's so fucking good.
Wow. No, this was
That's
after it was
silly.
all done. We were kind of just
Throwing
working.
down?
Well, so after we came to terms, you have to sit in, like, we sat in a conference room, and then you work out, like, the details of everything, and it takes forever, bro. I was there for 12 fucking hours. It was grueling. But so anyway, part of
He's
our
called the UN an anti-Semitic organization.
So Ryan Kavanaugh is
So-
called the UN an anti-Semitic organization.
Yeah.
Do
Do
I-
you want me to send you his
Let me try to Google it.
Instagram
'cause
post?
I don't want to open any more links or what's up. I'm just gonna write Ryan Kavanaugh, Israel.
So like the first Instagram link has a post, not a video, it's just a photo.
It's just a post. Okay. Let's try to open this up. Ryan Kavanaugh's Instagram.
Yep, exactly.
Should I read? This is his letter. Did he write the letter or?
No,
or
I
the
read
caption?
the caption. The letter is not his.
Okay, so the caption. Let me try to. Can you all see the caption? I have no words for what is happening in front of us. The United Nations has always been one of the most anti-Semitic organizations, but for the Secretary General of the UN to deliver such a factually inaccurate and morally irresponsible message is sickening and disheartening. Is it true that so much of the world just hates us Jews for no real reason? Do people understand that Hamas occupies Gaza? State of Israel left Gaza in 2005. Hamas kills and tortures not only Jews and Israelis, but its own people. Hamas has refused to let its people leave and even have their base underneath a hospital. Oh, he's justifying bombing hospitals. Cool. What has happened that the world can't see this? Israel has not called for the death or destruction of anyone. To the contrary, it is the only place in the Middle East where people can freely express themselves, where a Muslim can be openly gay. Oh, of course.
Bane voice, please. Chat is demanding.
They want I need to get a glass for the Bane voice, folks. So there's no Bane voice tonight. I'm sorry. You're gonna get it. If I do the Bane voice every week, you're not going to like it. Oh, Bane, Batman, the contrary. So where a Muslim can be openly gay, where all the peoples are accepted and tolerated. Oh, Batman. They do not want Gaza. They do not want Palestine. They just want to be left alone and in peace. If you are a Jew hater or anti-Semitic, please at least don't hide behind anti-Zionist. Oh, there we go, conflating Zionist with being a Jew, with being Jewish. Don't hide behind anti-Zionist. There's absolutely no difference. It's just another word for anti-Semitic. During World War II, Germany, it was the Jews in power here in the States. In fact, in Hollywood, who helped cement Hitler's power and allow people to feel okay looking the other way. Just because someone is Jewish and says they are anti-Zionist or is anti-Israel doesn't change anything. It means they claim to be Jewish, but in reality, they themselves are knowingly or unknowingly anti-Semitic themselves. Oh, so he's calling anti-Zionist Jews self-hating Jews. Mm-hmm. Just because someone is Jewish and says they are anti-Zionist or anti-Israel doesn't change anything. It means they claim to be Jewish, but in reality, they themselves are knowingly or unknowingly anti-Semitic. Cool, very nice. The Hamas has called the Hamas. No, did you know that they called the Hamas? The Hamas has called for the total destruction of Israel and all Jews. Israel does not want to destroy anyone or anything. Please educate yourself. Ponder that perhaps you have been given bad information and understand that your actions and words here just may cost or save a life. We all have a choice. So this is definitely the reason why Ethan Klein and Ryan Kavanaugh are besties now. Make no mistake.
Are amicably moving on from this is that over the next 30 days, I've agreed to start scrubbing out the Ryan Kavanaugh segments. So say farewell to Ryan Kavanaugh from the H3 show. We will be with peace and love. We are saying no more Ryan Kavanaugh. Thank you. We will be cutting
way worse than Ian leaving.
And we can't disparage him either, Dan. So just be careful.
What is Ian? Okay.
Who's he gonna make go through all these episodes to scrub out the footage, bro? Whose poor soul is gonna have to deal with that? Imagine us having to go through every episode and removing every Shada segment. Can you imagine how nuts that would be? Like, that's the level of how much they talk about this guy.
Just saying, be very careful, because I really can't disparage him. But why would I?
Your buddy.
No, legitimately.
It's your bro.
I'm being totally honest when I say he was very, very reasonable and accommodating and getting this thing done with. So.
Maki has just discovered mirrors, folks. He's staring at himself in the mirror, trying to attack himself. Oh, he's so cute.
He has his ears back.
He has his ears down.
He's gonna jump himself.
So with peace and love, we will be removing all mentions of Ryan Kavanaugh from the H3 show.
Thank you.
After the date of, well, we have, in the next 30 days, we're going to start doing as much as we can. After the date of July the 12th, no more Ryan Kavanaugh clips on the H3 show. Thank you. With peace and love. This is a serious warning. No disparaging Ryan Kavanaugh.
I'm warning you.
Yeah. But I think we're all very relieved that this is over, and I wish him, and I'm not being forced to say this, I wish him the best. There it is.
He loves Israel, and so do I.
That comes from my heart. What's so funny, Dan? Don't respond. Well, it's been a long time coming, you know. It's been a whole lot of hubbub.
I get it. It's just.
I understand why you're laughing. It's a whole lot of hubbub, you know. But goblin mode deactivated.
Okay. Someone's saying the audio has reverb or echo in the back. It's very distracting. Let me try to change the settings real quick. I'm gonna make the audio come out from my laptop. We're gonna fix everything, folks. New PC incoming, new everything, new settings. New PC coming next week. Sorry, the first half of the episode disappeared. It'll be back once the whole live is done. And you will be able to catch up and see. I'm buying like a $1,600 PC. We're building it. It's going to be a fucking badass computer. We're going to fix all of our audio issues, hopefully. Be patient with us.
Chat, I'm recording Maki for you. I'll send it on Discord.
Okay. Let's try this again. Let me know if there's less echo now.
For the first time. But trust me, the battle to come is so much more. So much more.
I'm sorry.
So much more.
No.
Definitely more compelling for me and for you guys too. So.
Oh, for you guys. Oh, it's entertainment. His new lawsuit is going to be more compelling for me and for you guys, the audience. Don't you want to watch me sue all these people? I mean, look, to be fair, those lawsuits are going to be a lot of content. You know what I mean? We're going to have so many lawsuits to cover. Him versus Noah Samson is like, I mean, if that's what you want to do, Ethan, shit, we'll cover it. But like, he's doing it for the content. Literally, he just said it now. He's like, it's more compelling for me, more compelling for you.
I'm not obligated to endorse Skill House, by the way. People are saying, what about Skill House? I'm not obligated to endorse Skill House.
Can you criticize it in any way? Like
I guess I probably could, but I'm not going to. If I had, obviously, but I presume, I don't know anything about...
Just like as a film critic, like if you were going
to... I don't think that'd be a violation, but yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to touch that one. I don't trust myself, and because I'm just, I'm a critic, and, well, anyway, the movie is coming out, it's happening. So I'm going to watch. I think we got to watch it just out of curiosity. We've been hyping this up. It's a shame.
What,
well, it's not a shame. It's like we've been waiting.
Okay, I don't
discuss it in private.
Yeah.
Okay, now he got Bradley Martin and Steiny on. Are there any super chats or anything we need to catch up on? Let me open those Twitter links real fast.
Let me see.
And once I do, I'm going to watch those 2 Steiny clips, but I'm wondering if...
Tori joined Do Not Worry.
Oh, thanks so much for becoming a member, Tori.
And Tamina Sarah sent €6.
Oh, well, thank you so much. With no
without
message?
saying anything.
Tamina?
But there's a comment on the message. They say, I'm from Serbia and our president was boasting how he is the only one willing to sell weapons to Israel right now. Not to mention our government used a sonic weapon from Israel on us during a protest. A sonic weapon?
That's so fucked up.
That's crazy. I'm so sorry.
So sorry, Tamina, and thank you so much for the generous donation and for being here and watching. And
we love you.
Where's she from?
Serbia.
Serbia. God damn, yo. Okay, I'm just scrolling to find the Steiny clips. Okay, so here's a good clip. Ethan Klein tries to convince Steiny and Bradley Martin that Hassan Piker is pro-terrorism, Hamas spokesperson, and they and anyone who is even remotely normal, they clearly think Ethan is unhinged. And by the way, Steiny and Bradley Martin, important to keep in mind, these are pro-Trump voters. Like, they're not decent characters by any stretch of the imagination. But in this case, even those Trump voters, those 2 like douchebags, you know what I mean, right-wing podcast bros, can kind of tell that Ethan isn't fucking normal. Tetrafun gifts 10 Do Not Worry memberships. Thank you so much, Tetrafun. That's so generous of you. W's in the chat for Tetrafun all the way from Turkey. And Liz Drake just became a Do Not Warrior. Thank you so much for becoming a member of the channel. We love you so much. And we're back to freezing. Bro, Twitter is a curse. We're okay now.
It doesn't look... It's not frozen here.
It was just for a second.
He's friends with the ops. Who?
What?
Who the fuck is friends with the ops? You talking about
I'm
the song?
with
Mr.
you.
My best friend.
I rock with you, bro.
Wait, you're so fake?
Yeah,
How am I fake?
You're so fake.
How am I fake, bro?
Because you had him on and glazed him up for an hour, Mr.
He's actually a nice guy.
He is a nice guy.
He's a cool guy.
I'm sure fucking Hitler, if you catch him on the right day, is a nice that share some tea with.
So he's angry that Steiny had Hassan on his podcast, and he's literally comparing Hassan to Hitler at this point. Like, this is how far down the Hassan is anti-Semitic rabbit hole Ethan Klein is. He's like fucking having Hitler on.
Because you're Jewish.
You guys are like a gay couple getting divorced. You know what I'm saying? Like, they love each other so much, but there's so much animosity.
I just think it's so funny that you talk when in private. Stein's always like.
Doing that?
He's playing with the ball. That's his ball. So.
He's putting it like right under the camera.
Really?
This
it's
is
so
bullshit.
important what you're doing about anti-Semitism. I wish I had the balls to do what you do. I don't even deny it. And then he sits down with Hassan. He sits down with fucking Sneeko. Okay, what have you done for the Jewish people exactly, other than throw us under the?
Yeah. So, but he's happy to have Steiny on, and he considers Steiny a friend. Steiny, who hangs out with fucking Sneeko, an actual anti-Semite, someone who says constantly problematic anti-Semitic shit. He doesn't mind that. He's too busy calling Hassan fucking Hitler, bro.
Been to Israel.
Yeah, exactly.
Sign the scroll.
Exactly.
Yeah, this piece of shit's been to Israel and he's happy about it. He feels like that's a Jewish accomplishment that he's done, going to Israel. Like, what the fuck?
It's fun.
Great, bro.
You code switch.
Tequila Habda. Huh?
That's it. You code switch.
What do you mean?
Yeah, you take off the talit and you put on the fucking.
Oh, I do not play both sides.
What do you put on?
I rock with both you guys.
you put on the.
Just so you know,
SS.
Brad, you know I'm a loyal guy. If you hit me tomorrow and you said don't talk to that guy again, I wouldn't talk to him.
Yeah, but I'm not going to say that.
Yeah, that would be lame, though.
Yeah, it'd be lame, but I'm just saying, I'm showing my loyalty.
You're Jewish. What I always wanted to ask you this.
You hear that? He's not mocking you.
Who said that?
You're Jewish.
Who said? Is he here?
Because you're Jewish.
And again, Zach with the fucking sound bites. Anyone who he can catch saying the word Jewish, he fucking plays it.
Yo, that soundbite.
Hilarious. What fun vibes on the H3 podcast. Just talking about anti-Semitism and calling people Hitler all day.
It's insane.
Oh, you think
What
that's
the
crazy?
fuck?
If you think that's crazy, you should hear.
Is that? Well, I always wanted to ask you because I asked Hassan on my pod, but like, how did you guys actually break up? Maybe this is just rehashing.
It's a serious. It's like a couple breakup, bro.
Yeah, maybe
it's not at all. No, I don't. Everybody knows the story. I talk about it a lot. After October 7th.
No, before that, because the show split before that.
No, after.
It did.
Yeah, he's pro-terrorism. He's basically a Hamas spokesperson.
He's pro-terrorist and he is a Hamas spokesperson. He's a spokesperson for the people of Gaza, for Palestinians who are being fucking killed by the IDF. All of us are trying to be. None of us chose to be in this position. But Maki's moving the lighting around and the camera. None of us chose to be fucking spokespeople, bro, and have to talk about Palestinians and a genocide all day. But what are we supposed to do? When most mainstream media channels don't cover it, and when people like you with an audience of 2 million choose to talk about how scared Jews feel in Los Angeles, we kind of have to talk about these things.
The West. I'm not even exaggerating. That's the guy who you're.
I honestly don't watch it. I don't watch his
you
streams.
Probably should fucking vet people before you have them on your show. Because you're platforming someone who is like a virulent anti-Semite.
I hate when you say that because you literally, when I watch your stories.
So he's talking to a guy who's had Donald Trump on his show. Donald Trump was literally like unleashed. Donald Trump has unleashed the fucking army in Los Angeles, and Ethan is too busy criticizing him for talking to Hassan Piker, a Twitch streamer, bro. This man's fucking brain is rotted, bro.
Every single one is that guy. So you're no different. I'm going to tell you right now.
How am I no different?
Even if you're calling him out on his bullshit, you platform him daily, bro.
Dude, that's such a good point. I kind of want to see... does anyone know the time codes of when Steiny tells this to Ethan in the actual episode? Or are we limited to... Oh, and here Bradley Martin, this is a really good clip too. Bradley Martin mentions to Ethan how like people are using anti-Semitism as a shield against criticizing Israel. Pretty based by
something that I saw that really was like, I was like, that's weird. Recently was Charlie Kirk's like had a conversation with someone, you know how he has those like interviews at colleges?
Yeah.
And he was like, some guy was like, yeah, I'm Christian and I'm Palestinian. And he was like, oh, you know, I think he said like Christ is king or something like that. And he's like, but where's Palestine? He said it's not a place. And he said, as if Palestinian people aren't real people.
That's just that's a dumb.
That's craziness.
It is.
You know?
It is. I only think that Palestinians need to stay in Gaza, and if they want to leave Gaza, they're going to kill us all. So Palestinians do exist. That guy's crazy, but I think they should only exist in Gaza, and they should never be allowed to leave. That's what I think. I'm pro-Palestine, by the way. Have I mentioned that, Bradley?
It's a dumb point. He's playing like a dumb rhetorical game that's obviously not true. And people do it on the other side too. They go, "How can I be anti-Semitic if Arabs are Semitic?" It's like, you know what the fucking word means. You know?
Well, yeah, in the context that they've given it. The thing that I don't understand is like,
And we are Semitic people, Ethan. I'm sorry that the English language bothers you. We are Semitic people. We have no problems with Jewish people. We have no problem with the Jews, okay? We all live together in harmony. It's not until the creation of the State of Israel and the Nakba in 1948 that problems started to arise and that people started to offer Jews incentives to leave Arab countries. None of this is anti-Semitism. If Israel was a Christian ethno-state, I would feel the same way. If it was a Muslim ethno-state, I would feel the same way. If it was a Buddhist ethno-state, I would feel the same way. There are not equal laws for people living in Israel. All religions are not treated the same. All civilians are not treated the same. It is an apartheid ethno-state. It doesn't fucking matter what religion it is.
It's gotten to a point where any criticism of what's happening there, you're anti-Semitic and you don't like Jewish people. Like, I have nothing wrong with Jewish people. I've seen that.
You've seen that? Because
Yeah.
I feel like people...
It's like if you just talk about it and if you don't talk.
That's Ethan. And I'm not the one who zoomed in. It's whoever clipped this. That is exactly.
I thought that was
That wasn't me. That was a good zoom.
To a point where any criticism of what's happening
gave
there, you're anti-Semitic and you don't like Jewish people. Like, I have nothing wrong with Jewish people. I've seen that.
You've seen that?
Literally talking about Ethan Klein at this point.
I feel like people...
And Ryan Kavanaugh, his new best friend.
It's like if you just talk about it and if you don't talk about it in the light that one side wants you to talk about it, they're like, you just don't like, you're anti-Semitic. It's become like...
I feel like that's exaggerated more than it happens, personally.
I can't believe these guys are more right than Ethan.
Right?
Like, how wrong can Ethan be?
Trump.
So these two guys are more right.
Trump voting Jim Bro Bradley Martin is calling Ethan out and telling him, hey, why do people, conflate the Zionism with being Jewish and stuff? Like, why, if someone is just criticizing Israel, why are they being called anti-Semitic? Which Ethan does every fucking day, and he's so stumped, he doesn't know what the fuck to say.
Because I do see a lot of people talking about Israel, and it's not... There are people that do that. But on the other side, when I'm like, yeah, maybe you guys let's not support Hamas.
You do that.
Every fucking day.
That do that. But on the other side, when I'm like, yeah, maybe you guys let's not support Hamas, terrorist group, right?
Yeah, any terrorist.
Then they go,
yeah, let's not support Hamas, a terrorist group. To make himself look and feel better, hey, I don't support Hamas, who's a terrorist group. Again, just calling them terrorists, bro, like, that's such a fucking cowardly, stupid, uneducated, basic, dumbass American gringo move at this point, bro. Oh, they're terrorists. They're fucking resistance, bro. Okay, you're not gonna like everything they do. I'm not gonna like everything they do. They're the fucking rebels in the fucking movies that you fucking love, okay? They're the rebels in Star Wars. They're the rebels in Dune. They're the rebels in fucking whatever fucking movies got rebels in it. They're the rebels in the Hunger Games, bro, okay? They're Katniss Everdeen, my man.
you support genocide.
If you don't
criticize Hamas, terrorist group,
and
he has to say again terrorist group. He has to repeat it because he has no other argument to stand on.
Jihadists, then you support genocide. Yeah, that's what I get all the time, every day. But I don't really support Israel either. I'm not like an Israel supporter by any means.
Oh, I don't really support Israel at all, mister. I'm going to go to Tel Aviv to show you guys how multicultural and great it is. I'm going to give you guys my lived experience. The guy who ruined his reputation for the last 2 years defending Israel. I don't really love Israel. I don't really defend Israel. La abadan, Ethan.
It's just
he's so uncomfortable. Look at his body language.
I don't really support Israel either. I'm not like an Israel supporter by any means.
It's just the fucked up thing is, like, because I don't know enough about it, and I think it goes about...
he's getting slapped by Eli when he gets home. Hey, Ethan, did you say you don't support Israel by any means? I have a backhand that needs to meet your cheek, Ethan. Time to get a little slappy slap.
Much further than... everyone likes to talk about that date, the October 7th, but I feel like it's been an issue there for a long time. Longer than that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Based Bradley Martin. Oh, did anyone send the time codes in the chat by any chance?
Yeah, 106.50. If I remember correctly. Let me recheck.
106.50. 106.
Let's see my memory. Wait.
Let's see how good you are, Nour.
I can't find
I hate when you say that because you literally when I watch your stories, every single one is that guy. So you're no different. I'm gonna tell you right now.
How am I no different?
Even if you're calling him out on his bullshit, you platform him daily, bro. And by the way, when
Platforming is
Hila-
not the same as calling out. Are you?
This is getting real.
When
Did you want to do violence right
when your
here?
wife says she to mute me
What
because I
the
post
fuck?
funny stories,
I'm
and she said
Italian.
I was cringe.
But that's a whole different thing.
That is a different thing. But I'm just saying, once you showed her my story, she laughed for 5 minutes. So it's just funny, like the fake bullshit.
How is me calling someone out the same as you having a friendly conversation with them?
It wasn't friendly.
Oh,
there were
it
fucking
was fucking
fireworks.
friendly,
There was
bro.
fireworks in
This
there.
is crazy.
There was fireworks.
You know what, Steiny? You deserve to get your foreskin back for this one, dude.
Tom, it's good, bro.
Ew, Zach ate a check like stupid ass jokes.
There was fireworks in there.
I am right.
You were right. You were right. It seems like Zach really fucking hates the sound. Like he wants Steiny to get his foreskin back for talking to his
You know
son.
what, Steiny? You deserve to get your foreskin back for that.
Mr. The dude that was literally saying that that when the shooting happened outside of the Israeli embassy, that it felt like Holocaust times again. It feels like the Holocaust again. Fucking idiot. Stick to
Smartest thing he could have said. Like,
Right?
I'm not surprised.
stick to playing sound bites, Zachy boy.
Tom, it's good, bro.
We're stapling the foreskin back.
Yeah, you've lost your privileges.
No, I'm not taking that back. I got a clean cut, bro.
Is anyone else Jewish in here?
Right here, dude.
Okay.
Yeah.
You see what up to Livy?
Yeah, that's all right. She's super sweet.
She's with me, bro.
Livy, is that new?
Steiny like.
We're going out this week.
I believe you.
And Ethan brings in guests that like flirt with his crew. Like he brings in Steiny, who keeps on flirting with Olivia. Like imagine, Nude, I brought someone in that was like, hey, Nude, how's it going? You want to go out on a date? And then I subject you to that for like an hour-long stream. That's what Ethan fucking does to his crew members. What a fucking gross motherfucker, bro. And you can say, oh, they're just doing it for laughs. They're just kidding. I don't think so, bro. It's kind of fucking uncomfortable. And I would not do that to anyone in my crew.
She do believe you. Is that true?
What?
Are you gonna go on a date with Steiny?
It's not in the books.
Would you? Would you?
That's crazy.
I
that they're,
fear
like,
that we have very
putting her
different
on this
politics.
pod.
I don't think we would.
Give me one example. Give me one example.
Okay, how about I'm gonna throw this out there.
That's
you guys both answer.
Okay.
Your thoughts on the on the protests happening right now?
I think there's... Yo,
stop the sounds, bro.
Yo, dude.
The sounds are fucking
Shut
me
the
up.
fuck up.
It's too funny though.
Okay,
like,
can I get my response?
I know, it just makes it
I think two things.
too intense.
Everything it works, dude.
I think that there should be some sort of like statute of limitations, if you will. Like if there's someone that's been here for like 10 years as a family, I don't necessarily agree with ripping them out of their homes, but I also think there's anarchists and people that take advantage of the situation, the looters that wait for moments like this and they take away everything from the positive protests. Go ahead.
So how would you?
You can't.
How would you rank? How would you review the police response to the?
That's the hardest thing that you can't answer that because there's two sides. There's people.
So he'd rather have someone on here, you know what I mean, that's like against the protests. And again, he's out here calling Hassan a terrorist and comparing him to Hitler while he gives this guy a platform to literally fucking say whatever stupid shit he wants to say.
Peacefully protesting, and then there's people that take advantage of the situation that are causing Waymos, lighting them on fire, looting the Apple Store. So how do you balance that?
Poor Apple Store. I mean,
look, that is true.
People shouldn't loot, but like for that to be the main takeaway, oh, people are burning Waymos and robbing the Apple Store blind. Like nothing they steal from the Apple Store fucking works, bro. All those fucking phones and those laptops that they're ripping off, they're bricked. They don't even fucking work.
However, there are people I also believe that are on the police force and that are abusing the situation as well in terms of fighting back. And you're looking at me like I'm crazy, and this is why I'm
not
saying
looking at you like you're crazy. I'm not looking at her like she's crazy.
Well, she says she's.
That's the classic victim play. I'm just saying. I'm not looking at her like she's crazy. I'm
now
making
you're
that clear.
accusing her of playing victim.
Very smooth. No, we were just talking about.
This is not working.
No, but I'm not looking at you like
I
crazy.
apologize for saying you were looking at me like I was crazy. You weren't.
No. Okay.
You're not
but what I'm
crazy,
saying is, if you're a
Do you
police,
think this is a good start?
yeah.
Okay.
This over dinner, then we have a couple drinks, and it'd go smooth. I promise you.
Hopefully not like the last
I think
time
this
your
is the
ex
Bradley
broke.
Martin part.
That date.
122.
What did she say?
Did you see that?
No. What?
She was just saying you guys had a horrible date.
Oh my god, yeah, that was awful.
Can you check what H3 is talking about now?
Is that when
They
you
have
like
it-
called
they're-
out
they
the
should be
table
live
next
now.
to yours?
Yeah, that was
Iran
bullshit.
and,
That's why I don't do dates.
Israel.
Oh, they're talking about Iran and Israel. I'd be curious to hear what they have to say about Iran and Israel, actually, bro.
Or-
Maybe we can react to that next week, or maybe I can react to that sometime this weekend. Tomorrow, we're going to do our movie episode, folks. Tomorrow, we're doing the Zionist movie edition. We're going to, all the anti-Zionist actors and celebrities in Hollywood, we're going to be doing the ultimate tier list. People like Liam Cunningham, Kneecap, Susan Sarandon, folks, Miss Rachel, Melissa Barrera, Jenna Ortega, all your
Joaquin
favorite
Phoenix,
Joaquin
Bella
Phoenix,
Hadid,
Bella
Hunter
Hadid,
Schafer.
all your favorite anti-Israel celebrities. We're going to be doing the ultimate tier list, okay, supporting them for speaking out against Israel. We're going to be ranking them and just talking about a couple of little movie news that dropped if the world hasn't come to an end by then.
Like that.
How's your love life, Bradley?
Ooh. I don't really talk about it too much publicly.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I think this is what they're talking about Israel.
Deported by himself back to Honduras.
Paid off for this like whole immigration crisis.
But don't you agree? Just address the border.
100%.
Like if there's violent criminals, take care of them. But
well, the
like,
sad
where are
part
they?
about this conversation is that all of this like border versus non-border like addressing for so many years has been a
Does
thing to
anyone
allow all
know
these people.
the Bradley Martin time code for when he's telling Ethan like, yo, the anti-Semitism stuff?
And the 3-year-old
Can
are
we watch that?
they get.
I want to see if it's longer because it seemed a little bit longer. Maybe
they're
it's
very
longer
connected
on here.
on their activities.
6. I always hear 6. Anytime I ask people about that's
Wait,
what my dad
3-year-old?
himself.
You said 6
He
and
was
3.
6
when I was 6.
Oh, that's fucking. The paperwork for like he's dead. You didn't let me finish.
And then I always like go to Turkey and do it. I'm like, I want to. I just haven't made a
It's
trip.
a huge investment of like.
They're talking about getting
Show me up, and now I am sitting.
Anytime someone says go to Turkey,
Can you switch?
And he ends up being the one to burn a Waymo down.
It's embarrassing.
oh, little Maki,
Feet.
little sweet boy. Ooh, 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 ooh. He's curious about the computer, folks. What's he playing?
No,
with?
the
Bottle cap. Oh, he's not interested anymore.
No.
Yeah, no, I don't have that in me. Especially if we're sober. We're sober that day. So I'm gonna be behaved.
You'll
257.
deported by himself back to Honduras.
Ooh, 257.30. Thank you so much, H3.
Thank you, H3. They also helped in the first one.
Thank you so much. 257.30. I think they're a clipper. I think they're out there clipping. H3, are you someone who clips Ethan Klein and posts them on Twitter?
You criticize Hamas, terrorist group.
And you support genocide.
Jihadists. Then you support genocide. Yeah, that's what I get all the time, every day. But I'm not. I don't really support Israel either. I'm not like an Israel supporter by any means.
It's just
Plax 102 cents, 20 euros. Jesus, thank you so much. Says buy some food for the cats. Greetings from Bosnia. God damn, thank you so much. Well, this money, the cats have food. The freezer is stocked with like fresh beef, chicken, and fish that they're gonna eat. But I'm gonna use that money to build that PC, folks. New streaming PC coming next week. Thank you so much for all the donations today. It's been fucking crazy. You guys have been so generous. The first half of the live stream glitched out, so it'll be back in like 30 minutes. Once we're done streaming, just give it a second. I talked about I'm building a badass PC for streaming. I'm going to be streaming full-time, folks. I am unemployed at the start of July. I'm going to be streaming all day, every day. Not all day, every day, but like 4 to 5 times a week. I need a PC that can handle it. I've been rocking an M1 MacBook Air for the past almost 5 years, so it is time for an upgrade.
The fucked up thing is like because I don't know enough about it, and I think it goes back much further than everyone likes to talk about that date, the October 7th, but I feel like it's been an issue there for a long time, longer than that.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Anytime you talk about this in a way that doesn't highlight.
Look at Ethan is so uncomfortable as Bradley talks about this. Just kind of look at his face.
Longer than that.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Anytime you talk about this in a way that doesn't highlight one side better than the other, it's like
when he says this has been happening longer than October 7th, listen to that dismissive. Yeah.
October 7th, but I feel like it's been an issue there for a long time, longer than that.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Anytime you talk about this in a way that doesn't highlight one side better than the other, it's like you don't like these people or you don't like these people, and it's like I don't want people to die. I don't want people to die in any sort of regard.
Right. Well, and I think we can all agree on that.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people what bothers me that I see is people trying to oversimplify it. Like it used to be common knowledge, like that is a complicated situation. There's lots of ins, lots of outs, lots of history
now
between
he's
the
sad.
groups. Right?
Ethan is sad
But now it's
that people with the democratization of information, with the internet, we can all learn things more easily. The Israel-Palestine issue is not that complicated, and people like Ethan like it when it was complicated. So if someone tries to criticize Israel, whoa, why are you criticizing Israel? It's a complicated issue, okay? There's so many ins and outs. Do you really want to talk about this? Do you really want to pick a side? It's like, yeah, we want to pick a side. We're with the victims. We're with the victims of fucking genocide. So Ethan and Israelis and Zionists love when it was a complicated issue because it scares people like me and you regular folks from getting involved. But once we open our eyes to what's happening, once we realize it's really not that complicated. It's these people. They came to these people, took their land, killed them, stole their homes. They're not letting them return. And if you're not Jewish in this land, you don't have equal rights. That's what's happening. It's actually pretty simple. And Hamas is a resistance force that was born out of this oppression. But people like Ethan, people like Ela, Zionists, it's complicated. People are trying to simplify it. It's actually pretty simple. And thanks to the internet, thanks to great content creators, thanks to people like Hassan, like Chris Kunzler, like Mike Figueiredo from the Humanist Report, like Uninformed Leftist, all of these great people that we've like Comrade Casey from North Star Radio, Ethan's Basement, all of these awesome people that are creating content to spread awareness about what's happening. This is why it's no longer a complicated issue.
The
Karine's
nuance
in the chat,
is
folks.
gone. You can't
Shout out to Karine.
Shout out.
have a historical conversation. You can't.
Karine, if you can film tomorrow, we're doing the movie episode.
Try to contextualize like the violence or the Israeli perspective, right? Like you can't have an informed, sophisticated conversation, at least in the world that I exist in, because you just get called a genocide supporter, baby killer, which is what I'm dealing with.
Yeah.
You never actually do see that. Like one person from each side just have like an actual in-depth conversation.
It does happen, but not very commonly, honestly.
They need to have more of that.
I have seen, it's very hard to find. It really is.
That's the problem.
I think people just want to, it is a problem.
It's hard to find nuanced conversations that don't automatically paint Israel as the villain. Because you can't not paint the oppressor as the villain. That's where you can't win Ethan. He's trying to be a nice guy and a leftist and all this shit while still supporting Israel, bro. You can't.
Also, he wants to go back to the older times where people had nuanced conversations about the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, and literally no one gave a shit about the Palestinian side.
No one was talking about Palestine, bro, before October 7th, sadly.
Didn't Borat do it?
Did Borat do it?
Yeah. Did you ever see that scene? When he sat down? Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. I was just talking about that with
I
Cav.
think you're talking of Bruno, I think.
Bruno, yeah. You never saw that clip?
I can't remember it specifically.
Oh, it's amazing.
Let's see. Okay, we're done with this. Let's see. Before we let you guys go, let's just see what they're up to now. They're live right now, talking about Iran and Israel. Let's see. Is Ethan pro-Israel attacking Iran? Ethan Klein, folks, you tune in to H3 for political takes.
Let it be known
that
I have always and will always
Ela's
stand
here,
here
folks.
before you,
Uh-huh.
open palms with nothing to hide.
Uh-huh.
Bring down the measurement upon my head, and I shall stand before you an honest man. That
Ela's here, folks, our favorite.
I didn't mean it like that.
Oh.
I did not mean it like the war thing, but there's a war happening. Yeah, I know. I don't know where that came from.
Let's
I hate that she follows every single trend. Like
Clothing-wise?
she has no personal style or
Really?
identity. She just follows every single trend.
Boom. Hello. Oh, yeah, maybe the boom was because of the title. I didn't mean it like that.
Oh.
I did not mean it like the war thing, but there's a war happening. Yeah, I know. I don't know where that came from.
Oh my God.
Cassie Nova sends $5 and says, I hate that it's a complicated issue argument. It's 80 years of oppression and colonialism. What's complicated about that? Exactly. And that used to scare me off. Like a few years ago, I used to be like, I'm not qualified to talk about that. That's way too complicated. It's actually not that complicated. It's very nuanced and there's a lot of details that I don't understand, of course. But overall, genocide bad. Oppression bad. Nuxoltal sends $2 and says, ironically, Hassan is uncomfortable with Ethan Oglin. Oh, that's true.
Anthony, it's Noxolotl. Like you're missing a whole O.
What am I saying? Nuxoltal?
Yeah. You're missing an
Oh, sorry. Noxolotl. Kenda Ali sends $2 and says, Nour kifik zaman عينيك.
Hey,
You
أنا
good?
منيحة.
Master Red Coin.
Who was that? Who said that?
Kenda Ali.
Kanda.
Master Red Coin sends $5 and says $5 for Maki's restraining order against the mirror. And thank you, Nour, for gracing us with your presence.
Thank you. Thank you for enjoying my presence.
Tamina Sarah sent another £6 without a message. Thank you so much. And I think we're caught up with everyone. Thank you, everybody, for being so generous today. And supporting this little independent stream from my new streaming PC, folks, coming next week, hopefully. Started
Just button it already.
Hey, boom, guys, not today. No, see, it's not just me. Today we are sponsored by the great Game Time.
Folks, we're talking about the tattoo.
A Roman Empire these days.
She gets it. Yeah. By the way, I was just thinking my tattoo's healed, so I'm curious if it looks better now.
Okay.
I'm gonna show you guys.
Folks, let's maximize this. Everybody, trigger warning. Okay, trigger warning. We're about to see jump scare warning. We're about to see a close up of Hila's tattoo. Okay.
I need to do like a little trigger warning visual.
What we need to do is a Hila Klein sticker, chat sticker. I told the
but it's too tiny to show on the
enlarge
YouTube
it.
chat.
Just make it the face without the hair. Maybe just make it freaky. Make it like the obey face.
Okay.
Is that gonna help? Show it.
Let's see. Let's see. Put it to the test. That's weird. It's weird.
Oh my God! Here it is, folks.
Stop.
Here it is.
Wait, the lighting there is awful.
The lighting.
Yeah, I'm sure it's not the lighting. Don't blame the lighting, girl.
It's the lighting. It's the lighting. The tattoo is beautiful. It's just the lighting is making me look battered and beaten with my eyes. Don't forget,
Maybe
folks.
she's blaming the lighting.
Don't forget the quote. Don't forget that beautiful quote. The greatest thing a man can do for his children is to love their mother, folks.
It doesn't look that dark in person.
It doesn't look that dark in person. Listen to people, H3 fans love saying, cope, bro, cuck. You're such a cuck. You're coping, bro. This is cope. This is what coping sounds like. This is cope right now. Oh, the lighting is bad. It really looks better in person.
Yeah, someone said it before you did. Hahaha, cope Hila.
Really? Yeah, this is fucking cope. This is cope. Oh, you fucking cucks. We're all cucks, by the way, folks. We're all cucks. If you guys joined us on our last live stream, everybody's a cuck. Even iDubbbz joined us in that last live stream extravaganza. Haley D says, stop it. It still looks bad, and he didn't heal the bottom properly. It looks horrible, Haley. This is, again, what we call cope. Cope.
Back up.
She's so embarrassed by it.
Can you imagine your husband walking around?
She's genuinely embarrassed.
This is the kind of tattoo you get either to commemorate like your dead grandfather,
loved one.
someone who's dead. Okay, someone who's dead. Literally has like the angel thing around, like it's like an angel halo too. It's like she's literally dead. Where's the mouse here? It's like, you know what I mean? This is like the halo of like an angel. Like it's literally like he's commemorating a dead person.
I don't know. Thoughts?
You know what the internet thinks.
Thank you, OB, for the 10 gifted memberships, by the way.
I'll say
OB24.
I love it. I think it came beautiful.
Like,
I don't like the
And look at his legs. Look at his. You see these tattoos? these things right here. Like his kids drew on him with crayons, and he fucking tattooed it. It's literally like tchurtush.
I'll say
OB24.
Look at his knee.
Look at that. I love it. I think.
Look at that. This is just like bullshit, like fucking crayon, whatever the fuck.
Oh fuck.
And like he's got red marks on his legs.
Came out beautiful. I don't like the I don't like the shape. It's too like, I don't know, but whatever. I like it. I don't regret
like
it.
the shape of it.
He doesn't like the shape of it.
He finally admitted
it's
something.
too whatever, but whatever. Yeah, whatever,
it's
Ethan.
it's too commemorating.
You got a huge face of your wife's face on your arm. You got the tattoo of your woman. You got a fucking huge tattoo of your wife's face on your arm, and it's there forever. And now you decided you don't like the shape. That's the shape of your wife's head.
He's gonna start like saying excuses until they finally cover it up for him.
That's the shape of her head. Like, I don't get it.
Okay.
How do you feel about it?
Okay.
Like a penis that is cut.
I like the
You don't like the shape of my head, Ethan? What did you say?
I like it. I don't regret it.
Okay.
How do you feel about it?
Okay.
I like a penis that is cut.
I like that you did it. I like the thought of it. I like.
You don't like it?
I wish that you showed it to me first. But
Because I would have told you not to do it. I would have told you, Ethan, are you fucking crazy? But
Like,
now I'm stuck with it.
She was unable to lie. I like that you did it. I like
The thought behind
I like
it, you know,
the thought behind
it's
it.
the thought that counts. The execution, let's not talk about it. But the thought, very sweet, Ethan. Very sweet, Ethan. My husband.
Also, isn't it kind of crazy? Like, I feel this is the first time they're actually talking, like discussing the tattoo.
Because she was in shock, bro, when it happened. Like, what can you say about it? It's horrifying.
She hates it
I
so
wish
much.
that you showed it to me first. But
So, well, it's not
owned.
It's not up to me.
My body, my life.
I saw afterwards some of the pictures that Ethan was considering, and I would have liked a different one better.
Oh, really?
But
Which one would you have?
You don't even ask. You don't even take your wife's opinion on like, hey, what picture of you do you want to see on my arm for the rest of your life? Like, what picture of you would you like me to commemorate? Like, at least ask her, bro. Like, what kind of surprise? Like, surprise! Look at this fucking horrifying thing. Terrifying.
I asked a lot of people.
You did?
Which one to pick? I'm not going to out anyone, but there was a consensus on that one.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Which is the one that you would have picked, just out of curiosity?
Well, I saw a few, but I don't remember right now.
I saw a few. Literally any photo, Ethan. Any photo would have been better than this one. But I'm trying to be a good wife here, okay?
Yeah.
Well, maybe I'll just have to add another one.
I feel like I just would have known.
The horror, bro. I mean, look, he does have like multiple tattoos with like dogs on him, so he might get 6 Ela tattoos.
Well, maybe I'll just have to add another one.
I feel like I just would have known, like, personally, like, that picture was taken at night. We were drunk, and it was with flash. So it's kind of like a, you know.
I don't look good. I look drunk. I look fucked up. I have bags under my eyes. The lighting was bad. But, I mean, beautiful tattoo, Ethan. I've just shat on the picture. She literally just said that everything about the picture is bad, but she still doesn't want to criticize. This is, I guess, as close as she's going to get to on camera shitting on the tattoo and saying that she fucking hates it.
Until they eventually cover it up. Which they
Oh,
will.
it's coming. Oh, laser sessions are coming for this bad boy.
And it was with flash. So it's kind of like a, you know.
I think that whole baggy thing is resolved, personally. But, you know...
They're not even finding the words.
He's like, I think the baggy thing, he's talking about the bags under her eyes. I think the baggy thing is resolved. It's not resolved, bro. Those bags are still fucking there, bro. They're still very much there. Should we zoom? Should we go back?
But that night I do remember it, and I do like the moment that it's from. So
it's a good memory.
Yeah, it is a good memory.
You know,
yeah, that should have been a memory for you to get tattooed on yourself. Maybe you get a tattoo to commemorate that night that you spent. You know, it shouldn't be a memory on Ethan's arm.
I think it's
Lorelai just became a member. Thank you so much, Lorelai. We love you so much.
Like Nate says, like Hispanic couples do this. It's like corny.
Yeah, I have no problem with corny.
So when are you getting me on your arm?
And you are an honorary Mexican, we've been told on the show.
Big time Latino.
Yeah.
I'm a full blown.
I'm working on a.
Well, maybe not full blown.
I'm working on a surprise for Nate. I'm learning Spanish.
How do you wait so long to get like your first tattoos? Ethan got tattooed for the first time in his like late 30s, and he got the ugliest fucking tattoos. Like when you wait so long, it's like I'm gonna make sure I get the fucking perfect one. He got a bunch of tattoos of his dogs, like 4 dog portraits on one arm, fucking scribbles on his leg, and a horrifying tattoo of his wife on his right arm. Like you waited so long and you fucked it up. You fucked it up so bad? What the hell?
It's not a surprise. He's watching.
He's not watching right now. Nobody tell him.
Okay.
He's busy with Mia.
Well, anyway,
that is cool though, Ela.
I'm shooting ropes, bro.
Just to tell you guys a little bit about what we have planned here today, there's a fortune teller who's going to be doing a tarot card reading on me, joining us at 2.
Yes.
And whoever wants to get their cards read. I've never done tarot card reading.
Let's see if they're talking about the war.
Okay, we're good. Everything's good. It was just Ela's that was kind of...
and it's on the now.
Yeah, okay, we're cooking with fire.
Giardia, folks. Giardia's on.
So,
I
was about to applaud, but that feels like it's like I'm glad you're leaving.
Kelly,
so
you got that
maybe it should be
Ethan
like
Klein
a
channel
boo.
lighting right there.
I got some glaze over here. This is like never been whiter before. But yeah.
Yeah, we will miss you, but we'll see you again soon.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
You know what? Should we measure?
Let's try to get some more time.
Oh, this is... Okay, that's not the one with Larry King. That's the one that I love.
Oh, there we go. Okay, there we go.
This clip is called... This clip is called...
Don't you guys dare.
Here we go. They're talking about the war.
Okay, like that's a new thing.
So they're sending ballistic missiles and they're hitting.
Well, pull it up, guys. So what's happening? That's like that's a new thing.
So they're sending ballistic missiles and they're hitting.
Well, pull it up, guys.
The thing is that the IDF asked not to share footage because they don't want Iran to see where exactly things are hitting. So there isn't a lot of...
Share the footage. Share the footage. Share the footage. Share the footage.
Well, I don't want to see the
Footage
impact.
being
I just want to
shown.
see what's happening like on the skies.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go to live news.
I just sent you what Ela sent.
Here, Ed is probably showing. Here's just a little NBC News update.
Escalation. Veronica, while being bombed by Iran, sends us another 15 shekels and says, I have an amazing tattoo of my dog, Angel. This is truly awful and always possible. It's ugly like her dark, heart it is. And I want to get a tattoo of my cat Leopold, so I'm not saying there's anything wrong with dog tattoos, but Ethan has like 4 of them, and they're all like portrait style, which is, I mean, it's a choice for like a first tattoo. You know what I mean? Nothing wrong with portrait style stuff, but the fact that he got like 4 dog tattoos on one arm is just a little strange.
And that is the big concern, Keir, looming over all of this. Could this not ensnare not only the wider region, but the United States? Keir, quickly talk about the targets that Israel hit in Iran, its nuclear facilities. How damaging a blow was Israel able to pull off?
Well, we've seen the smoke over Natanz. We've seen...
Let me see what's happened with the fatalities in Israel. That is a new...
So it was casualties. So
that doesn't mean deaths?
No, I don't think so.
Fatalities in Israel. He's so desperate to find fatalities in Israel. There are none, bro.
I'm still getting that
Yeah,
terminology.
I wish I could find where they started.
I learned that
about
last
the
week,
war.
actually, so it might not be...
Israel
22
claims
deaths.
Iran fired fewer than 100 missiles, made a few hits. Iran fired fewer than 100 missiles, made a few hits. Some of those were interception debris. There could be more barrages later tonight, urging civilians to stay in shelter. Where does it say about the casualties? I was just listening to news on the way here. I didn't hear anything like that.
Trying to find something.
I was hearing that nobody...
Ethan was just telling Bradley Martin, I'm not a big supporter of Israel, but he listens to Israeli news and Israeli media all fucking day. For someone who really doesn't like Israel, he does consume their media quite a lot.
Thing like that on the news feed. So.
There is a lot of just lots of random information right now flowing on Instagram. So some are not yet totally
not corroborated
yet. Yes,
By the way,
but
if you
there's
wanna
going to
go,
be.
We can stop. We've already been streaming for almost like 2.5 hours, or we can do a few 15 more minutes or something.
Sure.
Soon.
This is like from Israelis probably who are getting the news quickly.
Yeah.
Hey.
Pentagon saying, what are they watching?
Well, the Pentagon's not telling us anything, frankly. I mean, they
It says
haven't.
20 injured in Israel so far, currently, according to Delia Carmen in the live chat. Thank you for the update, Delia. So 20 injured in Israel.
And we've gotten no statement out of the Secretary of Defense. So, but officials who.
Busenrich. And by the way, whoever is injured in Israel, that is the direct fault of Netanyahu and the Israeli government. They attacked Iran, and now Iran has every right to respond. And if people get hurt in Israel, it is blame your government for this unprovoked attack against Iran. Busenrich, thank you so much for becoming a member.
Who we were talking to say that, in fact, the United States did help Israel defend from this enormous barrage of projectiles, including estimates of more than 100 ballistic missiles that came from Iran fired towards Israel. Now, the U.S. used ground-based interceptors to help with this. That's the THAAD, the Patriot. Those are both ground-based missile defense interceptors that have the ability to take on various ranges, including even medium-range ballistic missiles. The U.S. has other things, though, in the region that could help.
Shai Love, he sends 15 shekels and asks, how are you in Lebanon? Do you think you will get involved? Here's for the Nour. Shai, we talked about it earlier, tried to mention it briefly. We were very worried because, anything that involves Iran, and we have Hezbollah here in Lebanon, so we always think, how is this going to affect us here in the region? I think so far Hezbollah has said that they're not going to get involved. The Lebanese government doesn't want Hezbollah to get involved, so they might sit it out. I'm always concerned. Anytime Israel bombs anyone, the first thing I think about is like, okay, obviously the victims, Israel's victims in the moment, and how is this going to affect Lebanon? The fact that Hezbollah is not going to get involved means we might dodge a bullet, but this just empowers Israel to do what they want. If they destroy Iran, or even if Iran fails to retaliate in an appropriate way, which I don't know how strongly they can retaliate, and if they do retaliate, they're going to get fucked by Israel. So this is just giving Israel more power, more influence in the region, giving them more confidence to do whatever the fuck they want. It's giving them carte blanche to attack any country they want with impunity, without the fear of retaliation. This is why Iran retaliating is important, because they have to show force. We have to show the world that no, Israel cannot bomb whoever the fuck they want, whenever they want, without repercussions. So I hope we don't get involved. Lebanon cannot afford to be dragged into another war right now.
Yeah, like we can't. We really can't. Also, they're like the neighbors from hell. You always have to be worried about what they're doing, or like what they're gonna do to you, or when, or.
It's a belligerent neighbor that is violent, and they have access to nukes and all sorts of fucking weapons and American technology and European technology, and they are not afraid to use it. So for now, I'm hoping this stays, focused just between Israel and Iran. I hope Lebanon cannot afford to be dragged into this, to be honest with you. They did a lot of damage to Lebanon. They did a lot of damage to the south. They did a lot of damage to Dahieh. They are still bombing Lebanon. Make no mistake. Them bombing Iran does not mean they're halting their operations in Lebanon. So, yeah. Veronica, Also from Israel is sending, I wrote it before you talked about his dog's tattoos. I understood the opposite. My tattoo is an art. Ethan's, on the other hand, it's hideous. Oh, I can imagine. I'm sure your tattoos are. And again, I'm getting a tattoo of my little kitty. So, Noxolitol says, Ethan will never be an honorary Mexican. Pendejo. Fuck yeah. I had no idea Noxolitol was Mexican. Shai, thank you so much for your concern. We hope you're doing okay as well. You and your family are safe. In this, this is what the Israeli government is doing to its people. It is making Jews less safe, both in Israel and around the world.
In fact, Iran continues to
you ever play that game,
Shai also
Rocket
asked, most importantly, how does it affect the podcast? Nothing affects this podcast. We were being bombed by Israel a few months ago, and the podcast kept going. So we will always be here to live stream, always be here to tell you what's happening in Lebanon, whether we're being bombed, our neighbors are being bombed, whoever Israel is bombing, we're going to be here covering it. And as long as we can stream, as long as I can connect my computer to my 4G on my phone, we're going to be covering stuff.
I'm
That's
gonna
like back in the day where you just...
Noor is leaving, folks. Everybody say bye to Noor in the chat. Thank you, Noor, for being here.
Bye, chat.
I'm going to stop streaming soon.
I'll stay in chat like while I get home.
Can you make the edit once it's done, once the episode is processed?
Yeah, of course.
And then maybe even chapters?
Yeah.
Segments?
Okay.
There wouldn't be that many. It's not that many. Keep it simple. Just like intro, Israel, all that sort of thing. Small chapters.
All good. Sorry, I keep coughing. Hopefully it'll be better next time.
صحة صحة يا نور.
See you.
يعطيك العافية نور. Get home safe. Take this thing with you. I shouldn't keep it here. And these.
This is mine, and this is not a vape, by the way. It's
an IQOS.
It's heated tobacco, not burnt tobacco.
Yeah, it smells like farts.
It does. It's horrible, and I don't smoke it. I just get it for Anthony.
Toshi just donated 5 Do Not Worry memberships. Thank you so much, Toshi, for gifting memberships.
Bye.
We love you. Bye, Noor. Take care. All right, guys, it's a boys' night. Time to switch to the solo react. Here we go. It's just me and Ethan Klein. Bye, Noor. We're going to watch a little bit more of this, and then we'll be done, folks.
Click, and it shoots up rockets.
I love that. Missile defense.
Yeah,
I think is what it was called.
Yeah, it's literally that.
Nearby in the Red Sea, they've been used in the past to help defend Israel, but they also have aircraft, fighter jets, fighter squadrons there that have also in the past been used to try to defend Israel. You recall that during
$2 and says, what goes around comes around, sending y'all a hug. Well, thank you so much, Mr. Krabs. We appreciate your support. Thank you for being here with us. 600 of you guys watching live right now.
Back and forth between Israel and Iran last year, U.S. aircraft were in the air shooting down drones that were flying from Iran to Israel, taking them out, Kristen. But again, at this point, all that was used were these ground-based interceptors in this current salvo by the Iranians.
So I don't know if there was an update. Seems more like...
There's 22 injured. I do see it on Israeli news, yeah.
So
22 injured.
No deaths, or we don't know?
There's a few in critical condition, meaning usually that means they could die.
This is definitely going to be... I mean, the Israelis said it's a war now, and this is going down. This is like...
the Israelis said it's a war now. They fucking started it, Ethan Klein. Are you gonna fucking call them out for starting a fucking war?
That's been brewing for a long time.
I see some Israelis in our chat right now. They're in their safe rooms.
I want to say that, whatever you think about Israel, Iran is bad or worse. They are...
Here we go. Here we fucking go. There we fucking go. Joel Badassi just became a member. Thank you so much, Joel Badassi. Whatever you think of Israel, folks, remember, Iran is worse. Again, manufacturing consent, telling the world, whatever you think of Israel, there's always a boogeyman. Israel is never the boogeyman. Oh, Iran is worse. Here we go. We got to do this, folks. Yeah, let's listen. What genius shit do you have to say, Ethan Klein?
Evil. They are the evil. Fucking.
Oh, evil.
They are the reason.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Fucking propaganda. Here we go again. Ethan Klein can't keep it in his fucking pants.
Whatever you think about Israel, Iran is bad or worse. They are the fucking evil. They are the evil fucking. They are the reason for all this bullshit. Like Hamas, Hezbollah, Houthis.
They're the reason. Oh, Iran is the reason. Oh, did Iran create the state of Israel? Did Iran kick out 900,000 Palestinians from their homes in 1948 and brutally murder them and butcher them? Was that Iran's fault? Did Iran tell Israel to invade Lebanon in 1978 and 1982, leading to the formation of Hezbollah? Was that Iran's idea, Ethan Klein? You fucking idiot who wants to talk about my region's fucking politics? You fucking white dude from LA, bro?
They're all attacking under the direction of Iran. They are all being these
Funded by
jihadists.
them.
fucking Islamists, like mega, like these ultra, you know, I don't even know how to say it, militant, super religious zealots, right? This is all coming from Iran under their direction.
Zealots. Israel is a country of uber militant zealots. Israel is a country where every citizen is a fucking soldier in the IDF. Every citizen in Israel has committed a fucking war crime. It is a religious ethno state where if you're not Jewish, you don't have equal rights. And now he's sitting out here doing the same shit he did about Hamas and Gaza, but he's just doing it for fucking Iran. Who's paying you to run cover for the IDF and Israel, bro? Who the fuck is paying you? Yeah, chat. AB, you want to chime in, bro?
No. So
H3.
You know, and what's interesting
the
is that
IDF Israel podcast.
Even you know who hates the Iranian government the most? Iranians.
The people.
Every fucking Iranian you ask is like, fuck.
Same thing. The Palestinians hate Hamas. They want to be free from Hamas. Lebanese people, they hate Hezbollah. They want to be free from Hezbollah. The Iranians, they hate the Iran. I'm not saying the Iranian government is fucking perfect, but I can tell you what, Iranians prefer the Iranian government over the Israeli government.
I can't wait for them to be gone.
Israelis and Iranians actually have like a really good connection. They
dude.
Always cheering for each other because, I mean, a lot of Jewish Persians are in Israel from Iran.
Yeah.
And so it's a very, there's a strong bond between the people.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sure.
Some of my best friends are in Israel are Persian.
I see a lot of activists supporting Israel who are Iran, or supporting Israel in this conflict against Iran specifically, not supporting their...
In this conflict against Iran. You mean this war that Israel has started against Iran?
The horrific crimes. Yeah. What? Say what?
The Ayatollah.
No, the Ayatollah is evil. Everybody hates the Ayatollah.
Right.
They fuck these guys. You know what I mean? Like, and so far it does seem like the strikes that Israel's done in Iran, from what I can tell, have been very targeted.
Very strategic. It seems they've been playing it for a long time.
So there's not...
Very strategic. They've only killed a few kids so far. Great work.
No. There's not, as far as I've heard, any, or at least not massive civilian casualties in Iran.
I heard of civilian casualties. I mean, nothing obviously compared to Gaza, but it was definitely more targeted.
Where did you hear that? Because I haven't seen that.
Wall Street Journal. Let me see. I believe it was Wall Street Journal.
Where do you see that? I didn't hear that. Automatically, AB, good job for speaking up, the bare minimum. And automatically, Ethan can't just take that there were civilian casualties. Where did you hear that? I didn't hear it. Quickly tries to make a delegitimize what AB just said.
Can you pass that? But it is definitely seems to be targeted. But hopefully, there's no civilian deaths. If there are, that's horrible. Because like I said,
there are, Ethan, there are, and it is horrible, okay? As you fucking know. Don't pretend like you don't know, you fucker.
The Iranian public has got to be... Dude, fuck the Ayatollah.
They're terrible.
Like the worst. They are the problem with every fucking thing in that. It's funny, I feel like everyone blames a lot on Israel, and listen, Israel is a shit stirrer, and they're fucking mass murdering people in Gaza. But Iran is like...
Israel is a shit stirrer, and they're mass murdering. Call it what it is. They are genociding people in Gaza.
It is this driving force behind Hamas. You know?
The driving force behind Hamas is Israel. Israel being an occupying force and murdering people is the driving force behind Hamas. Look, Netanyahu was funding Hamas, Yair. Netanyahu was funding Hamas because it was in his benefit to have an enemy in Hamas so he can use them as an excuse to bomb the living shit out of Gaza. How can you be so fucking stupid and be so rich at the same time?
So, it's kind of crazy too because this war always seems so dangerous, right? And because of Hezbollah and the Houthis and Hamas was like, oh, if you ever attack Iran, we're going to do like a full-scale assault. Now that Israel's attacked Iran, Hezbollah literally put out a press release saying, we're not responding. They're like, we're out of this shit. That's fucking crazy. Assad is gone. Hezbollah is standing down. Hamas is like not operational. As far as I could tell, Hamas hasn't even shot any rockets in response to this.
So what Israel did is great, actually. Wow, look, according to Ethan, Israel has rid the whole area of anyone who can resist, who can stop them from attacking countries with impunity. Now, because Israel got rid of Hamas and Hezbollah and the Houthis, they can bomb whoever they want with impunity. Isn't that great? Don't we just fucking love this?
The Houthis sent a few rockets that hit like Arab cities.
Yes, Palestinian territories.
Yeah.
Like overall, what my favorite flag? Hezbollah. I'm not even kidding. It's actually a dope flag.
So right now, Iran is looking extremely vulnerable and defenseless, frankly. And I think the Ayatollah is evil. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, I think every single Israeli is fucking evil. The vast majority of Israelis are evil. This whole fucking country where 90% of them support what's happening in Gaza, they're the evil ones. Benjamin Netanyahu is the evil motherfucker. Your good friend, the really good guy, Yoav Gallant, he's an evil motherfucker who wants to starve people and doesn't want to give them water, food, electricity, anything, and calls them human animals. They're the evil fuckers. Ya khweta sharmuta.
Getting rid of them would not be a bad thing at all. But, you know, obviously Israel tends to take things too far, so we're just going to have to hope and pray that that's not the case here. Because I really do think that the Iranian public stands against their government.
Mm-hmm. Big time.
Yeah.
And by the way, look at that redact.dev little sponsorship here. Dan Saltman, pro-genocide, pro-Israel fucker. Dan Saltman is now a sponsor of the H3H3 podcast. Sex Pestini's co-host. Anthony Bensivengo sends $5. Thank you, Anthony. Says, Ayatollah said years ago Iran's fight was against the U.S. government, not its people. Haven't seen Israel make that distinction with Palestinians. Great point. Great point. Israelis' war is with everyone. Israel's war is with the people. They don't give a fuck about just attacking politicians. They will kill whoever the fuck they have to kill to keep the war going.
Is Harley in the waiting room?
Is Harley coming back? Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, pop our boy in. Yeah, the Houthis hit a Palestinian village in Hebron. That was their help.
Mm-hmm.
That's the peace activist.
Thanks, guys.
Houthis.
Hey, it's so funny, so gleeful.
So that's what's going on. I got it.
Give them the Nobel Peace Prize, right?
Yeah, and by the way,
Mud sends £2 and says, but we love Veronica and other real Israeli lefties. Oh, of course, Veronica and Shai Lavi, it goes without saying, but our love and concern for them.
People are like worried about World War III and like a huge regional war. I'm not going to do a Hassan here and be like, I mark my words. This is what it is. But this is my take on it. Obviously, I could be wrong.
Well, you can't do Hassan because you're not educated in global politics. You're not a geopolitics major. You're just a fucking idiot who looks extra stupid now that I paused it here. Oh, you guys want to hear my take on politics? You guys want to hear what I have to say?
Everybody in the region hates Iran. Saudi Arabia fucking hates.
Kelly Morales sends $2 and says, stay safe, Anthony. Thank you so much, Kelly Morales.
Nobody wants them to get nuclear bombs. It will destabilize the entire region, right? If Hezbollah, if Hamas, if Syria isn't coming to their defense, nobody is. Jordan hates Iran. Saudi Arabia hates Iran. Iranians hate the government of Iran. And when I say hates Iran, I mean the Ayatollah.
The government, yeah.
Because the Persian people are amazing.
Bro, Saudi Arabia is bought and paid for. Saudi Arabia helps Israel with their operations. Saudi Arabia helps Israel intercept missiles. Saudi Arabia wants to be in bed with Israel. All these other countries not fucking with Iran has nothing to do with them not liking the Iranians. They're just all bought and paid for because a lot of Arab leaders are fucking pieces of shit, bought cheap motherfuckers with no fucking dignity and no respect for fellow Arabs.
Resilient, incredible people, and you've seen some of these really brave protesters protesting this theocratic, tyrannical government that they have there, and the harsh punishments that they've received. Ethan's hat doesn't fit. I know, it's too big.
It's too big?
Yeah, it's too big. It's just too voluminous.
You probably wore it when you had long hair.
I don't think. Okay, whatever. Harley, nice to see you. We're doing a Goss talk about the war between Israel and Iran.
Grant Stefan's a Jew.
Is that right? Okay, that's not right.
Why the fuck is this guy here? Marmar, who's been a member for 3 months, says, did you ever read this creative writing major's poem at Taylor? Gold Sheets. I did not.
No, I didn't. Yeah. And thanks for having me, by the way.
Yeah. How are you doing?
Everybody.
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. How you doing?
I'm doing okay. I'm worried. Did you send me this article about Iran? What's happening in Iran? Let's see.
Yeah, from Reuters.
Let's see here. Iran fires missiles at Israel in response to attacks. Latest development. Iran launches missiles. Trump urges Iran to halt bombing. Where's its? I'm trying to see the damage in Iran.
There's like a bunch of burning, like what it seems like to be apartments. So it seems very likely that civilians probably.
Yeah, it does.
It says 80 civilians, according to Iranian media.
Iran state news agency IRNA said Tehran launched. Wait, why does he keep talking about their missiles? Iran's Operation Netanyahu. Here, attacks on Iran. Iranian media showed images of destroyed apartment blocks in Iran. Said nearly 80 civilians were killed, including the target was a nuclear scientist.
Yeah.
Israel's military said it was striking Iranian missile and drone launching sites and had struck another nuclear site. And
watch them now, just like they say, oh, but it's the Hamas-led health ministry that says that 30 people died, so we're not going to believe it. Now they're going to question, oh, but it's the Iranians. We can't believe what they're saying. They're terrorists. So of course it's not 80 victims. Of course they're not going to believe anything that they say.
An Israeli military spokesperson denied Iranian media reports that an Israeli fighter jet was downed. In a phone interview with Reuters, Trump said nuclear talks between I don't think the nuclear talks are probably going to be on the table right now.
Nazi wants to say hello.
So this was a big point of contention about like,
hey Nazi. Hello Nazi. Sweet little baby girl, folks. Look at the sweet little baby girl. Hello Natu.
the USA's involvement in all this, and it seems like now we knew everything, Trump said. I guess they just didn't like participate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, it's obvious that they knew because this was already being reported in Israel for a few days.
Yeah,
that an attack is being planned without the help of America.
Wasn't America like a few days ago being like, everyone needs to leave? All the diplomats need to leave the region?
Yeah.
It seems like a giveaway.
Yeah.
Ooh, both kitties are here. Maki, relax.
I've tried to save Iran humiliation.
Let's see what's up. Maki? What are you guys doing here? Not that you're coming back? You guys are so cute. Okay, let's get back to the desktop. Sorry, guys. My kitties are crazy. Don't step on
this.
The keys.
Trump, okay. Two regional sources, at least 20 Iranian military commanders were killed. A stunning decapitation reminiscent of Israelis' attack that swiftly wiped out the leadership of Lebanon's once feared Hezbollah.
Ooh, that makes Ethan hard. He loves it. Ooh, a swift retaliation. Reminiscent of the time where they attacked Hezbollah. They fucking love it. Israelis are all getting hard right now, folks. Zionists are getting hard in the fucking pants. They're getting fucking creamy.
Iran said 6 of its top nuclear scientists have been killed.
Mm-hmm.
Among the generals killed on Friday were Armed Force Chiefs of Staff Major General Mohammed Bagheri and the great Salami. I don't know anything about him, but I've heard that name a lot. Hussein Salami?
Salami.
Salami.
Does that mean hello or something?
Mohammed, Salami. Yeah, coming from a guy who I've lived 5 years in the Middle East. He can't fucking say the word Muhammad. Mohammed, Salami, Islamists.
I don't know.
Oh.
My brother's fiance is a Salami.
Oh, they don't speak Arab. They speak Persian. It's like a whole different thing, right?
Speak Farsi.
Farsi, right? Yeah.
Major General Mohammed Pakpour, swiftly promoted to replace Soleimani as Guards commander, vowed retaliation in letters to the Supreme Leader. The gates of hell will open to the child-killing regime. So it seems like there's
child-killing regime. Say it again, Ethan.
Gonna be some civilian deaths there, which is, fucked. But I do think
there's going to be some civilian deaths, but it's justified because Iran is evil. Am I right, guys? Again, Ethan fucking Klein is doing like CNN's jobs, bro. Fox News' job. Manufacturing consent. He's out here telling his leftist audience that Iran deserves to be bombed because it's evil. What is this, 2001? What the fuck is going on in fucking H3 world, bro?
we need to remember just how central Iran is to all this shit. Like they don't get to like fund all these terrorist groups to set their agenda, to push everybody into violence, to hijack the government of Gaza. They're the reason there's no fucking there's no shelters, that all the money sent to Gaza is misappropriated on military operations.
Oh yeah, that's the reason why. It's not Israel's fault. Don't blame the occupier. Don't blame the root cause. Blame Iran. Iran is the reason why people in Gaza don't have shelters, folks. Iranians are the reason why people in Gaza have to get bombed and killed. Not that relaxed.
That's all from Iran, dude.
Also, I just want to mention that you said that Iran doesn't have any friends. They do. They have Russia. And all the drones that are attacking Ukraine are Iranian as well. Like,
so they're, well, I guess a regional partner. Russia's not going to fucking join a war on behalf of you.
Karim Ashar says, Anthony, this used to be more fun. I enjoy that you're covering Iran-Israel drama night now, but fuck Ethan content at this point. Well, I mean, the first like 2 hours of the stream are about Israel and Iran. We just started to do some Ethan stuff now because I'm curious what he has to say, you know, about this war, because what kind of misinformation is he going to be sending, and who is he going to try to deplatform now?
They do give support to Russia. Iran.
Yeah, I'm not saying that.
They sell them weapons and stuff. I think they're allies. Yeah, they think they're allies, but
yeah,
that would be obviously catastrophic. But I don't see why they would get involved. They're already involved in a catastrophic war. with
Yeah,
Ukraine?
yeah. I'm not saying that they are gonna join in. I'm just saying that they do have some friends.
Yeah, okay.
Some allies.
They've got the great folks. Let's see. They've got Russia, North Korea, and China. The moral centers of the universe. Salami is a great sandwich meat. I agree. It's one of the best. You know. But that's my take. You know, it's a fucking. This war has been brewing, and it's been somewhat inevitable. It feels like for a long fucking time.
Somebody said, what did Israel think would happen? I mean, they thought they're going into a war. They told everybody, I mean, they sent sirens already last night in preparation to wake people up so they would go into safe rooms.
Yeah.
And
No, they definitely expected this, and they're expecting worse. I'm sure.
They've been telling.
Not expecting. They started this. They want this. This is what they want. They started it. Oh, they've been expecting a war. They started the war. They want the war. Because Netanyahu wants to stay in power, you dumb fucks. How are you so uneducated on the matter? Apparently, didn't you say your own people want Netanyahu out of power? Why does he keep starting new wars if you all want him out of power?
The people that this is going to go on for at least 2 weeks.
Look, if there's people dying in Israel, I'm going to feel horrible and sad. But like by the same token, it's like this is a war that is going to be. It's a war, right? So and Israel's attacking Iran, so I'm not going to be like, I can't believe Iran did this, right? Like that's not my stance. I'm just speaking.
He doesn't even, okay, at least he said if Iran attacks Israel, at least it makes sense because Israel attacked Iran. Good on you, Ethan. Good for saying that. But he's like, if people in Israel have to die, then they have to die. This man sitting in fucking Los Angeles, California, in Los Angeles wants people like Veronica, like Shai, who are in our live chat right now, other Israelis that are in his live chat, for no fucking discernible reason, he is okay with them, with putting their lives in danger because Israel decided to fucking start a war with Iran and fucking kill them. Kara just pledged $5 and became a patron. Thank you, Kara, for becoming a patron. So Ethan is literally like, look, if people in Israel have to die so that Israel can win this war, then so be it. Imagine the fucking nerve of saying that while you sit in fucking Los Angeles, California. Zero fucking danger. There's nothing that can happen to you. Imagine being like, well, if they have to die, they have to die because we got to take out the evil Iranians. Bro, I live in Lebanon. When Lebanon gets bombed, and people like, aren't you happy that people in the south are retaliating? I'm like, dude, if they want to retaliate, let them retaliate. But who am I to tell my fellow Lebanese people to sacrifice their lives, to put their lives down to fight an invading enemy, to fight the Israelis? Who am I to tell my fellow Lebanese people to die? I feel horrible about it. If they want to fight, let them fight. Ethan Klein, sitting in Los Angeles, like, I'm in Lebanon. We are getting bombed by Israelis. Ethan is in fucking Los Angeles, California, and he has the nerve, and he feels comfortable enough to say, hey, if some Israelis have to die because of this, then let them die. What the fuck? We have 2 of our viewers right now in Israel hiding in shelters because they're afraid, and Ethan's like, hey, whoopsie, we got to take out the Iranians. What the hell?
Pragmatically about what's happening. And Iran is the fucking bad guy.
Dizzle says, Ethan is dumb. Can we get a Maki break? No Maki break, because I don't know where he is, but I'll give you a Nata break. Hello, Natutu. Yeah. There we go.
They're evil. You know what I'm saying, dude?
Oh, they're evil. Those are
guy. They're evil. You know what I'm saying, dude? And
talk to him.
Thank you, bro. How you like salami, or you prefer pepperoni?
I like. I like salami better than pepperoni. I don't even put pepperoni on pizza.
No, making fun of a guy's name. The guy died. His last name is Saleme, which means peace. And they're making salami jokes with Harley Mornstein, the epic mealtime guy. Nice.
Salami, I actually like to eat it with ketchup sometimes.
Oh, that's foul. I can't get behind that.
Yeah, it's gross. I knew maybe
salami and mayonnaise is good, but I know mayonnaise weirds people out.
Okay, I don't give a fuck about this.
And they're
equal concern for Iranian civilians.
I'll sample everything. You know, I'll dabble in all types, but Hebrew National comes up often. Definitely.
Yeah, those are good. That's good.
Yeah.
By the way, and obviously equal concern for Iranian civilians. I don't want,
absolutely,
because they're not the enemy.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, you got to just get that disclaimer in, get it in real quick, for the clip.
Any means, these are good people that fucking deserve freedom from their tyrannical, insane government. Mm-hmm. So we mourn all.
Yeah, they deserve freedom from their insane tyrannical government, which is why Israel is going to give them the freedom that they so desperately crave. Yes, Ethan, that's true. No, Maki, stop playing with the mic. Maki.
We warned them all. You know.
Absolutely.
So we'll stand back and stand by for updates as they come in. That's just Harley. It's totally irrelevant.
Wait, let me podcast it. Let me podcast.
I saw a post on the subreddit that was like,
We're done. Enough, Ethan Klein. Folks, thank you so much for joining us on this long live stream. For those of you who are just joining us, we actually started live streaming like 3 hours ago. There's like an hour and 10 minutes of the live stream that are missing because of an internet glitch. Once the live is done, we're going to fix that glitch. It'll take about 30 minutes. Then the whole replay will be available. So apologies for the technical difficulties. Let me take a second to remind you guys to join our Patreon if you'd like to support this channel. You can also become a channel member. Thank you to everybody who donated today. I am buying a new streaming PC for next week, folks. Next week, hopefully, I'll have a brand new streaming computer, streaming PC, and I'll be able to. Mojo Jojo became a Do Not Warrior. Thank you so much, Mojo Jojo, for becoming a member. Lorelei, Booze and Rich, thank you to everybody who contributed today. You guys were great. We will be back tomorrow with a tier list ranking the best anti-Zionist celebrities in Hollywood. We're going to be doing it together. Come on in, join us in the live chat. Throw us some names of people that we might have missed. Consider supporting us on Patreon, folks. Thank you to all the new patrons that joined today. We cannot do this without you guys. I'll be giving some Patreon shout-outs tomorrow on our live stream. Thank you to Nour who was here. Thank you to everybody in the live chat, to our brand new mod, Haley D and Dreadful Utopia. You're all great. We love you so much. Pray for the people of Iran. Pray for the innocent victims of Iran right now, of the Iranian, of the Israeli. Pray for the victims of Israel right now, who are the Iranians, and obviously the people of Palestine, and the people of Lebanon, and the people of Yemen, and the people of Syria. We love you guys so much. I will see you tomorrow for another live stream. Before we go, let us play the Iranian national anthem one final time. Folks, thank you for joining us. I'll be leaving you in a second. Just gotta open up another page, actually, so I can stop the live stream. We love you all. See you soon. And as always,